everybody, and welcome back to Philia. Last time, our heroes entered enemy territory as Opa, Kali, and Juno went to the Temple of Sidon to request that funeral rites be performed in the name of Graxus, the Minotaur the gang freed while exploring the necropolis at Telemach. There they encountered the commander of the order, Gaius, who after taunting them for a time, relents to perform the funeral service in the name of Graxus' might. Gaius leaves them with a warning that next they meet not on hallowed ground, peace will not be an option. After spending the remainder of the night enjoying the festivities, Jury heads back to the taverna to leave a note for Bergmancia to say that they want to speak, that they want to talk. And the gang wake up bright and early for the great games, winding their way up the trails. Climbing Mount Vulcan, Gladius Astra find themselves in the dormant caldera outfitted with all the tracks, staging, and sand set up to accommodate such a large event. Most of the gang branch off to join into the games, while Opa, Kira, and Pythor head off the stalls to watch. After the Oracle Versi, who prophesied Gladius Astra's rise to power, introduces the event was kicked off by the long jump, which ended with Nefel coming out on top, followed by a large jock named Layland, and then Persephone in third. After the long jump came the sprint, which ultimately was taken by Layland, followed by Nefel and then Juno. And as we pick right back up, the gang have just come down from the sprint, only to find out that their next event is going to be
discus.
I think that was a screw up on my part. It's actually the javelin.
Our anticipation will last even longer.
So next up then, well, obviously we start with the qualifiers for the javelin, which for at least you guys is Nefel, Juno, Persephone, and Kaliandra.
Hey!
So can I get all of you to roll me a d6?
So I have to
Please, yes.
roll a dice somewhere.
A digital D6.
Oh yes. How do you use DiceBot?
Explanation.
Explanation
like my
1d4.
1d4.
What's D6?
1d6.
1d6, pardon.
Yeah. Exclamation. 1D.
Exclamation, yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 6. That's it, now I remember.
I should just.
Oh, god damn. Oh, that's 3.
That's 3? No, this is fine.
Just
So,
rounds, yeah.
5, 5,
4.
3,
4.
4?
Yeah.
4, 5, 3, 5. Okay. So, in the... So we're going to start off with Juno. We're going to start off with your qualifying round. So, how the javelin works is that I want you to make a d20 roll and add either your athletics proficiency, your acrobatics proficiency, or your dex bonus. One of those three. Obviously, if you're adding athletics, do not add your strength.
Okay, can you just repeat which proficiencies do you want again? Just say it again.
Either athletics, acrobatics, or your dex modifier.
Acrobatics is index.
Okay, I'll probably do athletics, because that's +3.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, hold on. So
Okay.
you're saying, do we add our straight dex modifier or our proficiency for acrobatics or?
Yes. No. So either your straight dex mod, just your proficiency for athletics, or just your proficiency for
Okay,
acrobatics.
so our proficiency being a +3, if our base dex is higher than 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
So,
So
my
you.
athletics is +3, so I add my +3.
Yes. So I'll get you. And a bit like the long jump, there is a bit of a maths formula to calculate the length, the distance you will throw your javelin. Leave that to me.
Okay, definitely. Okay.
I will calculate that for you. You just gotta roll the dice.
Maths can always be
Okay, so I got 13.
So you added. You rolled a 10 and add 3.
Yeah, I rolled the 10, so I added 3, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Hold on 2 ticks while I just get what your competitors rolled.
If someone that isn't on our team wins,
That's the problem. Kelly will be happy with one of our team winning.
there's 4 of us.
She needs one of our team to win. But Boost is against her, so Boost needs to die.
But I think the top 3 in this round qualify, so getting actually in all 3, like the 2 of you in would be the ideal.
Yeah.
So, of your 4 competitors, we have a 3, a 5, a 7, and a 17. Hold on. Okay. Do you know what? I
Do you want a calculator?
What do you mean?
Go in here. So, all of you jump up to the plate.
How is that?
Wait, Javelin, this is good.
So, all of you jump up to the plate. And in a run, you all take a good long sprint, shuck it, and go. And Juno, you bested most of the competition by throwing your javelin 159 feet.
Oh, damn.
Yes, go off.
Oh.
However, you have only placed second in the qualifier, as one of your competitors has thrown it 171 feet. Now, you still place in the top 3, so you still qualify for the main round.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
You're in.
You're in.
This is
In.
the last
All
one
that
of the day,
matters.
right?
That's good.
Don't wear yourself out for the big game.
And
One of us is winning. I can't inspire myself, but I can make someone else win. It's all
okay,
about
so Juno is in. Nefel, you rolled a 4, I believe, so you
Hi.
go next.
So just 20 plus.
So D20 plus again, either athletics, acrobatics, or
Okay. 19.
Nefel jumps up to the plate, throws first. Nefel, you get a good long sprint, and even though you should be tired from having lapped and placed in the first 2 events so far,
Love the games.
you chuck your spear 177 feet.
Hey!
While hold on,
That's my boy.
I just so your competitors all throw after you. I should have these pages.
They all beat me, I'll be really pissed.
Are you guys like showboating? Are you being really nice about how good you're doing?
Nefel's being really nice about what he's doing. I was like, hey, good for you, you did really well, blah, blah, blah. To the people who did half as well, so I'm like, wow, way to go.
God, he's the worst.
Accidentally very patronizing, but like genuinely, I was
I love
like, aren't we all having fun in the games?
So you threw 177 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Following after the next run of contestants go, 2 of them throw 129 feet. One of them throws 168 feet. And the third, close, but no tamale, at 171 feet. Nefel, you place first in the qualifying round. You
Yay.
qualify for the main game.
Watch me fucking decimate.
Watch us.
By decimate, I mean myself. Yeah, not one.
So,
2 feet.
Calandra and
Persephone.
Persephone.
Hey! We're gonna do
Okay.
so well in this game!
Oh
Look
god,
at Tiny!
she's
Look
got the
at all the strength
headband.
from the
So-
Tiny!
You also.
I'll kill you.
So, Calandra
Yes,
and
go on,
Persephone, you
please.
find
What
yourself.
Whatever Bish does, he says before it, fuck Layland.
Layland is not in your qualifier. However, sidling up in your qualifying round as well is also the Vulture of the Cerulean Gulf.
Get away, pressure.
So, first off, before either of you roll, I'm actually going to roll for the other 2 just rubes who are taking up your bracket.
Go Rubes!
Can I just say,
Dogs!
Bish says to the vulture, fuck Layland, right?
Fuck Layland, right?
Oh nice, I don't know.
She just kind of gives you like a kind of a quiet glare.
If you fail, don't please don't kill me.
So, the first guy managed to roll a straight 180-foot throw.
Oh damn.
Oh shit.
Oh
It's like
shit.
big darts. He's doing it
This
so
one-
While
well.
his follower rolled a pretty short 141. So, Persephone is
You got to
rolling
roll the
tight,
best
rolling
ever.
high.
Has ever done so
It's
far.
going to run.
Okay, well, just wanted to say,
I just
fuck Layland.
Hey!
You've got a point.
Is he competing in this event?
Is that that
No.
one? Like a screen, that one.
That's a 10 for our boy Fuse. Unless his monumental hind legs, his speedy charge,
Does anything do?
does anything to help.
The sphere go faster?
Actually, a 10's not bad.
Yeah.
A 10 with a 10, Buse rolls up the plate and with a good gallop up, throws it and manages to shoot it 150 foot.
Okay.
Hey, look at this! I told you.
The vulture rolls up to the plate
Are we allowed to
and
No, also we want her in the group.
Nice
falters on her throw, only making 129 foot.
She must still qualify. Look, we'll get her. Don't worry.
You don't know if those rubes got done yet.
The rooms are done, I think. No, the rooms are done.
Rubes
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the cheese
done.
board.
Well, they're great.
Just second time.
Oh, at least I love a good grey. I
I'm
don't know about
imagining
you.
that-
I feel bad.
I'm imagining in this universe that Rube is just the most common name, so that's what I'm
Same
saying.
job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's
so
a
many
historic
jobs.
year for the games. We've got 189 rubes.
Buddy, or like fellow competitor. Anyway.
Like the year
Entry.
like before all these people were born, the big Rube play came out with Rube as the lead,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
everyone's called Rube.
But, so Nefel, that is, you are in this qualifier as well.
No.
Callie, pardon me, Nefel already rolled. Callie Andrew, you are in this qualifier as well, so you have to roll.
Four with a nat 1.
4 with an at 1.
She's gonna kill someone.
She's gonna actually kill
His ass.
I thought it was to go good.
Oh, God.
She sees makes eye contact to her and
Ashling's concerned about others.
Callie, you slip on the sand a little bit, but you still get a decent enough throwing. You
Okay.
get 132 feet.
Okay.
Oh,
Still beating the Vulture of the Cerulean Gulf.
I think it's based on your base something.
It is. So like, and that one doesn't auto-fit. I've just it makes it easier for me to kind of run through a calculation on this. What it basically is your score is getting multiplied by 3 and added to the base throw of a javelin at 120 feet.
Okay. We can work with this.
That's not
But
bad.
as only the top 3
Oh no.
of these actually qualify, only of you guys.
I think it could be me.
He's anyone.
Only
You don't understand
of
the rules. I think you'll move
of Gladius Astra, only Persephone ranks
He is going to do like a little bit of a runner.
in this bracket.
Oh,
You-
I was thinking.
yeah, no.
Why are you saying
you
all
already- No, Juno and Nefel already placed in their qualifiers.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey,
So Caliandra unfortunately does not make it to the actual
maybe
competition.
we should ask Opa to throw you in the next games.
It's a great idea. I stand behind it 100%.
And on that note, Callie is just going to
God.
start dancing and show cartwheel away.
Classic.
You get a very
dance.
you get a very slow golf clap.
You and me, Kira, dance
Slow
over
golf
here.
Slow golf. And with that, she's going to inspire Nefel and only Nefel.
Oh no. Oh god, I hope
Okay,
I do
actually, I
that.
forgot Juno was there. How does Juno respond to Callie losing? Good to know. Yeah, just Nefel.
just a somber silence from Juno.
Somber silence.
Ben.
Jane, can you hear us?
Ben?
I think there's a delay, and
I
also
think
it's
he's
kind
Yeah,
of
I think you
Okay.
muted yourself.
You muted yourself.
Sorry. Sorry, I got distracted there.
now having your face on the screen, we're just like Finn, and we all stare at
Just
each
stare
other.
at you.
Sorry, your overlord is having an off day.
That's okay.
So, as we
Callie, you did great. It is grapes. They're going to do fine. You just need more. You need more grapes. That's what I'm saying.
Next time I'll get it. I'll kill her.
I'll
kill her.
You can't do worse.
Eat the grapes. Eat the grapes. Nefel
I
made
did
you
that
stay
to
out of
other
this one.
people.
No, you did. Like,
I just can't do worse.
I think physically that was the worst you can do, which was still better than most people. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You're warming up. It's your very first game.
So
That's the problem. I should have competed in the other ones.
Then you would have warmed. Yeah. Well, maybe the next game.
Next game, in 4
Next game.
years, we'll come back. We'll do all them all together. There we go. Jerry,
Exactly.
you're in, right?
Whatever you say, yes.
We're doing them all.
Jerry is visibly fucking terrified right now. Yeah, like whatever you say, 100% behind you.
Like,
Should
if we-
forget by
If
next
someone
year.
else
right?
was in the qualifiers was to
Thank
take 6
fuck.
before the next round, I guess.
I don't like it disappointed in us.
Do you have any boys?
Horrifying.
I don't think the
Why does this not magic?
Unless it's magic force.
That's a great suggestion.
They're coming at it.
A great suggestion, we might say.
as
Oh no!
as you all as the qualifying rounds wrap up, once again, like the other events, Versi rolls up with her thaumaturgy assistants and announces to the crowd in a booming, bellowed voice. And now for the main event of the javelin toss, we have Falana, Layland, Hatria, Pancras, Nefel, Juno, and Persephone.
Pancras again.
Fuck Layland!
Is Layland in this again?
Leyland is in
Oh
this
my
again.
God.
Leyland is just flexing, absolute, just just going for it.
Start doing squats.
Who raised you?
My mother.
Well, I'd like to lodge a complaint with her.
So, just to kind of get an order on this, can I get all of you to roll initiative first?
Sure.
That is a, how you say it, 23
Oh.
or 7.
Got the Jaeger co-pilot going on with Goose.
That is how you say 6.
This is initiative, you said, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense after the Leland flag thing. It's
This
like,
doesn't affect my rolls.
It's definitely a trip over zone.
I love everybody's impression
I've
of you.
given you.
I can't wait to see Has to
A big courage.
Yes.
That's 5.
I have to keep
What's your
on-
dex fit?
A big courage is.
It's 0.
0.
Wait, Dave, you can just join in with smack talk
No,
for
I'm
Persephone.
gonna
I don't know why we're doing it.
That's fine. Like this is just I'm just getting a running order of who's going when.
Epic foresight is you have a +5 to your passive.
So
Maybe I'll
First
say
up.
something interesting.
first up is Persephone.
Everybody, watch my skills.
Fuck Layland.
That is 21.
Pretty good.
Oh, that's really
Damn.
good.
So far,
that more
actually,
fun?
so far the highest.
I
Like a
love
pouncing
this
cat,
merge.
just-
This merge use is so good.
It's his 3 brain cells. You 2 and Damon, the 3 of them work together.
So far, as now the furthest throw in the games today, Persephone launches forward and tosses the javelin 183 feet.
Hot dog.
Are you watching
You know what?
Layland?
I inspired Juno as well.
Oh,
An
cool.
excellent
For my one boost to lose.
Following
a
behind
tall order.
Persephone, giving him a look that definitely says, "I'm going to challenge your squats as soon as this is done." Layland rocks up to the plate, taking his absolutely bulging muscular form forward.
Yes, go off
I
in.
cough at the
Sorry.
same time that he tries
I
to
was gonna put
throw.
my dice in your hand. I was like, oh, here you go.
And is going to takes it, throws it, and is a little perturbed by the hacking and coughing, and makes it for him a measly 171 feet.
Oh,
Hey,
It's
what good are
okay.
your squats now, huh?
You do your squats, and you
I'll
come
do
back
it.
next
I'll do a squat. You want to do squats? You want to do squats?
You do your squats.
I'll do
I've
my
already
squats.
done my squats. I've already won this bout.
You just start squatting.
Oh, he skip on the
Perfect.
handbars.
Oh, we forgot to get that voucher.
It's all in the butt.
And then you see a
It's not about the heart, it's about the
Common
ass.
roofs, that's the place.
Thighs.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about horse ass.
Then
too
you
much.
see a very a far too well dressed woman in like a very kind of fine, like kind of silken doublet, wearing a very jaunty hat to be playing an athletic game with long, like shining gold hair, walks past the two. She's like, boys, neither of you have to impress me. You're already impressive enough.
Nice hat.
And you see like you see a particular part of the crowd who are like very young men going absolutely hog wild, as
That'll kill me.
as the Astorian bard Falana comes up to the plate.
I'll kill her.
God.
Can I history check? Do I know if she's... I want to see if she's any good.
I would also like to do her.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm Stephanie, I'm not familiar with her. I'm
Now,
making a
now.
character decision on Dave's behalf.
12.
12. You know,
25.
you never heard of her.
Never heard of her.
You've heard the name, but you don't know like anything about how good she is because what the hell are you doing? What the hell would you be listening
Talking
to?
to Waterford? Yeah.
Yeah, Astorian bards. Why would you be listening to them?
I was imagining a little elf wearing a very silly hat. So the image I have is
so
not
she
very
she kind of like she jumps up the plate. I was like, where again? Like
25.
what? Oh, I thought you said 5. Sorry, god damn. I thought I heard you say 5.
You know enough not to know anything.
You're with a 25.
Choose not
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. No, you've heard of her. She's definitely not like talented, but she is astoundingly popular with young men.
Oh, of course. She gets to live then. She's not as good as me.
It's not.
No. Far from it. Like it is. She is cruising on her looks. But she steps in the plate. And, like, kind
Ashley
of,
Simpson.
and
God.
the thing is like she does like where like Persephone and Layland and every one of your competitors in the qualifiers like took a good like kind of low run and just kind of darting shot. She like kind of daintily kind of jaunts forward and like very limp wrist kind of throws.
Watch as
A
she
limp wrist.
gets a natural 20.
With
Don't forget to add your inspiration.
So what size is it?
and like and to be honest actually with like she doesn't look like she's putting a whole lot of effort in and like definitely is trying not to move as much to crease the clothes she is in, but she still gets like enough rocket behind that javelin and launches it 165 feet.
If you're
You
scared
see that,
to
Layland?
if you're scared to
She
crease your
almost
clothes,
beat
you have
you.
doing cartwheels. What's she doing? Kind of cartwheels. Sorry.
I think she seems pretty cool. I'm
Nice
afraid to say
cartwheel,
that.
Callie!
Yeah, you do.
And like it doesn't matter how far she threw it, those guys in the crowd are absolutely losing their mind. They have got signs saying #1 for Falana out. Like
I first out like a band I was following entered the big game.
we're talking BTS fandom here. Like
That's why I'm so excited about Callie, of course. I know about me, Louise, Nafel.
and like as she kind of like she waved like as after launching this, she kind of waves herself out, passing by her then is Hatria, the Amazonian woman, who some of you can hear just under your breath. Pathetic.
What's your fault?
I like this woman.
Who is going to rock up and
Trip and fall. Do you not like Hatria? Does Atalanta not like Hatria?
Or is it Persephone? I can never tell.
and make a very impressive toss
Oh.
at 177 feet.
Okay, Bruce is still winning though. Listen, Phil,
He's-
I really need you.
Oh god.
Currently placing second behind Persephone.
Oh, Layland has been knocked out, I think.
Hey Layland, do you like this ass? Because you can see it from behind.
Okay, I need you to Anderfeld.
Oh god. No pressure, no pressure. It's all fun for the games, right?
It's fine, it's fine.
Nafel, you must do well, but not as well as me. Huh?
Nafel seems to be uncomfortable with both of these lines of question.
Next up to the plate is the off-kilter Oread nymph, Pancras, with his wild orange hair, and as he walks by, he's like, let me see if you do this with a flare, and he picks up his javelin and does a front flip and then chucks it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice form.
but definitely is more flash than actual skill, and places lowest with 147 feet.
It's important to know when to cartwheel.
That's so true. I'll wait until after I roll to decide whether or not I cartwheel.
Draw and then cartwheel.
Next up is Nefel.
Oh god, no pressure though, right?
You've got inspiration, don't worry.
I'm very concerned. I'm adding, okay. I'm gonna add my inspiration to that. It is 21.
21?
Yeah!
21.
I've got one more inspiration, I can get through this.
Nefel, as you throw it, the javelins of previous contestants are all still in the line. Yours racks right up and almost Robin Hood's dead center right up next to Persephone's, matching his 183 feet.
We're so
You're just
twinsies right now.
I think this means that we are the best.
I couldn't agree more.
No, it feels better.
And finally, last of the plate is Juno, if you would please.
Don't forget to add your inspiration.
How much do I add to
A
it?
D8.
So you roll a d8 and add that.
Roll a d8 and add that.
But first,
Well, like-
roll your D20.
Yes. 1 d20.
And how much would...
19!
Oh,
And
dear.
Done.
wait, you add
Either your acrobatics, your athletics, or your dexterity.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Sorry, I just have it.
oh yes.
Athletics, so plus 3, that would be 22 then.
Do you, no. So, 22. So you can choose to add a d8 as well.
Do it.
It's going to use it for 10 minutes anyway, so just use it.
Add an
Yeah,
D8.
I'm
The last event of the day.
Decimate
I'm gonna
us.
use it.
I'm
Decimate
gonna
us.
do it. That's 3.
25 total.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
You rear your goat legs back, stress the muscle, and like a bat out of hell, launch forward and with momentum, throw, piercing the heavens itself as it zips past and laps every other javelin, hitting 195
Holy
feet.
fuck.
Hot dog.
Oh, shit.
What is this
Fuck
guy?
yeah, Joe.
That one's
Get
so
out.
Incredible.
I think it was mostly peanut.
Ah, the throwing of the wines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see, Versi then gets a place. Congratulations to Juno for placing the Mithril Medal. Persephone and Nefel, please compete now for second place.
Give us house to fill. And I
We
inspire.
don't need to compete once again. We can take a joint silver place, you know.
I was going to say that I already have a silver, so I'll take it.
Absolutely not to fill. No.
But I'm going to collect them all. Bronze is the only one I don't have yet. There's so many chances. Probably going to get all gold.
Somebody's running up and throwing the javelin.
Yeah. When a game's at foot, I may as well focus.
I'm inspired
I
now.
love this. I just get the scene of like Nefel being like, no, you know what? I'll abdicate the second. I'll take the bronze. Then behind him, Persephone's just like, yep.
That is...
A 17.
Okay. Hold on, Persephone. We did take 73 first, so.
I've offered to do this, but this is my sneaky skill. I run up and I toss it, and it goes 14, which is
14. You throw it. It is less impressive than your first roll at 162 feet.
You know I can't pass up another chance to play a game. 17.
Fel, you actually do Robin Hood Layland's old javelin, matching his 171 feet on the second try.
Maybe I should make some kind of band of merry men. I think that's
I think that was what your crew was.
Yeah.
You were you were a captain.
Yeah, but it's not the same as being a bandit, is it?
As then all the javelins picked and everything is tied up, all three of you, actually, Juno, Nefel, and Persephone, are all brought up to the podium with Juno getting placed first place with a mithril medal, and Nefel getting his second adamantine of the day, and Persephone getting his second bronze, I believe.
Gotta catch them all.
Get me right down on the sheet.
God, I think that's
Keep
absolutely
having
decimating the games.
Yeah.
Fucking everyone's
I think it's really important that we do because otherwise we would
Layland
look not so
stopped first
impressive.
in the sprint, because that was weird.
Yeah, but we can just say that
practice round.
we were letting him win.
Yeah.
We didn't want to really get embarrassed.
It was because you wanted the adamantine.
Yeah.
Gonna melt that down for her.
Listen, we all know Opa would have wrecked that event, so.
Oh yeah, exactly. No, really, genuinely.
Genuinely.
She's so
It doesn't matter.
Opa's so great. She's so quiche.
So cute.
She's so quiche. Oh, I love that.
So quiche.
And so, after a long morning and afternoon of games, the games wrap for today. You will pick up the second. We'll pick up the second run of your games on the morrow. So, as you guys are all like getting yourselves kind of wiped off, cleaned off, after a long day of sport and exercise,
She's bored. Calienta.
Charcuterie.
No, it is charcuterie. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce it. You're doing it right. Anyway.
I don't know why you find it funny.
I don't. I'm just very happy to be here, at the games. In the middle of all the action with my dearest friends.
It is funny the jury has been down the pit the entire time and did talk about the game today.
Tomorrow, big jury day.
You're a competitor, so it is kind of a free reign.
I'm not going to leave the fucking complimentary table. You see Layland's friends left him protein flapjacks here? Come on, listen. I'm not an idiot.
There are so many roses over where like Falana's getting ready.
I'm gonna hang out and see if I can schmooze her, find out what her deal is. Anyway.
Hughes is gonna casually saunter over to the roses and speak one.
A single
He's
rose?
going to steal a rose.
Make a sleight of hand check with advantage because there's so many people and there's so many roses.
Is Hughes about to give a rose to somebody? Or?
I think he's gonna do some James from Team Rocket accessorizing tomorrow. That's my plan.
Hell yeah.
I rolled a 15.
Hey.
Yeah, no, like you just kind of slip one just kind of into the pouch.
He's
Or
going to steal two.
I'll give you two.
Roses.
I'll give you two. I'll give you two.
He's going to saunter back to jury and be like, for you.
How many?
Thank you, Burroughs. And then he's
Ooh,
going to take
thanks.
another one and eat it.
Okay, if nobody else is looking, I am also gonna eat it.
That is a wild swerve to take with Dave down here.
We have confirmed before that the two of us eat grass.
Don't blame me, blame the flabby.
It's all coming straight from Flappy.
It's all coming from the top.
So actually though, but like after you've all kind of wash yourself down and tell yourselves off,
Get a big bucket of orange juice and pour it over the gang.
oh, that's so sticky.
Lick it off
This is
each other.
for
Yeah.
victory.
Wait, what?
Huh? You don't pour orange juice over someone, you're not going to lick it off them. Now, come on.
Down to the dressing area, returns Kira, Pythor, Opa, and also into as Versi.
Cool.
Oh hey, long time no see. What's good?
She kind of like you see she kind of giggles to herself like, you know what? You think I'd hear that one more, but I don't. That's very funny. Yeah.
Where's your music, geniuses? Yeah.
I'm so glad that you could all join in the festivities. You were all put on a spectacular show. And
All about the joy of games.
and I'm all
I
so
don't
glad
know
to see
about
that you
Callie, you gotta feel hurt.
that you completed the tasks that were set before you. All of each one more impressive than the next. I'm terribly proud of all of you.
Thank you. No. We're proud of you too.
Oh my
Card.
She bows her head a little bit. It's like, "Can I thank you?"
I forget what it is.
Percy, the Oracle.
The Oracle?
Oh, very. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I was wondering why you weren't reacting.
Oh my god. I just realized who you were. Sorry.
Yeah, very see the water nymph oracle who gave you the original 3 labors.
And Fel's gonna use commentary to make his eyes glow and make him look more knowledgeable. Fuck.
Oracle senpai, please notice me.
Oh shit.
Adelan's just gonna like pat his shoulder and just be like, there. That was really embarrassing.
I was looking over it. Ah, school is charming, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a very impressive showing, all of you.
Oh, thanks, Opa.
You would have won that sprint, we know it for sure.
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh yeah, I would have killed it, but you know,
The
it's
next
not really
games.
my thing, you know.
It's
The
so
next
nice of
games.
you not to enter so that the rest of us have a chance to win.
Of course,
It's true, actually. You'd ruin every single game.
I really would.
Yeah.
But thank you. Your faith may be a little bit misplaced, but thank you.
I don't know, we can see your guns right now.
Yeah.
We think that maybe next time you should throw Kali in the javelin.
I'll kill you. That's not a bad idea though, listen, that would get a really good spin going.
Well, you know, if we
And
get
you
a big sheet of card, make it fold into like a paper bird, and we put you in it.
And
Then
it sparkles
I was.
and music.
Nefel's
I'm
gonna
just
like
saying, you get
saunter
two
up
people,
beside
you throw me up, I
get
show
two
her
seats in
the
there.
I don't
the
know
horn
if
and
you're
I ask her
still
to me the
Oh, you have the horn of Balmitria on you.
yeah, I mean,
It's fucking massive!
it's my backpack.
that's how he does it.
It's like that you left that just in the locker room of like this gym. This ancient like.
Jerry was there the whole time.
Jerry was watching her stuff.
Oh, sorry, I was using it as a cooler for my prosecco.
Oh yeah, you know,
Hey, Drew, you know that thing makes prosecco.
No.
oh, no, yeah, watch and you like.
Oh, you got to tell that?
No, but Steve's like, wow, that's incredibly impressive. I knew I saw it in my dreams, but it's truly an item of marvel and wonder.
Yeah, it looks exact same in my dreams. I had that as well. Yeah, I just I've been meaning to drink more out of it. It's just been so busy recently with the games and saving the world.
Of
and you know how
course,
it is.
of course. While I do not come this time bearing more prophecy and more labors for you, I've caught up with Kira, and she has let me in on your expedition to find the Ultras.
Which Nephil saw in a prophetic dream.
I did.
I
Thank you
did
so
hear
much,
that.
Callie. I did see the interface.
You've seen that which I could not, which is clouded by my own fog of divination.
Well, you know, the stars, sometimes it doesn't favor people, sometimes it does. It's all, you know.
That's
It's all meant to be.
Sometimes the fates work in strange ways. The fates speak to me through the vapors and the steams.
Oh, Nephil vapes all the time.
Yeah. But like in a prophetic way.
Yeah, it's a profession.
It's, yeah, no, I have it in like file. Not in like a. No, you get it.
Yeah, when you say the fates, do you mean the actual fates?
What? The fates.
Actually, you need to speak to them.
Well, there is
You need to
the
speak to
fates themselves, and then. Well, there is a nebulous concept. There is the fates themselves, who are the divinators of fate and prophecy itself. But they also work throughout the world of nature and
This is not poetry.
place prophetic dreams throughout the ethereal space.
I definitely understand all of this.
Mm-hmm. Yes, me too.
Well,
Yes.
Callie, it's a little bit like how people view you as the public figure. Like, and then there's also the you, that's the you know?
No, I'm a public figure.
Well, it's like
oh, yeah, you're
people look at you
Yes.
and they have an idea of what you were like in your head, in their heads, right?
How incredible you are.
Like
Yes.
an interpretation of you. But that is, while reflective of who you are, it's not necessarily who you are yourself.
I won't
It's
take
like,
that.
I'm
this is
fairly
the
amazing.
image, the perceptual Callie, and then there's the literal, the real Callie.
Uh-huh.
I think it's kind of like.
I feel like they perceive it correctly though.
I think it's more like you're here and your reflection's here, and like the reflection like doesn't have your seeing
that
talent.
makes more sense.
That came to me with prophecy.
Takes a himbo to explain.
He's funny. I shouldn't realize how incredible it is. Like, listen, I've been sitting back watching all these games, and it's so good that we're all so incredibly athletic and strong, and also so smart. Like, honestly,
That's what
we
I was
fucking got
just
this.
thinking. I think, I didn't see proxy about that because that would have been cheating, but I do foresee us being so smart that we win all the games. That's exactly how it's gonna go.
Yeah, I bet there's a secret friend. It's a big puzzle. We're gonna fucking trash.
Oh,
How many games are there again in this thing?
3 more? Question mark. And then the
Full
relay.
stop.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There's the
relay.
boxing, the wrestling, the discus.
The relay, and then the
GAF.
big
I was gonna say javelin.
We'll do a little bit of gaff.
They tried to put Guy into it 1 year. That's his spear got her injury.
The Olympic gaff player.
And then the relay.
the big.
Yeah.
The third
And
day.
the third game is teamwork. Yeah, I understand completely.
Which
Oh, I
so
didn't
far,
get into that.
which so far is like just like 4 of us and like
No.
at Layland in one room or something. Isn't
No.
it?
As I said, like
Just
the
like-
games, other games have been placing, other games have been taking place like across the day as well. Like other
What?
people were.
We entered every game.
No, as in other people were participating in wrestling and boxing and discus across the day as well.
Oh.
There are several other people who are placing and meddling in other signs. So like there
But
will
we're
be
in the
other.
same game.
Those
Yeah.
meddling kids.
But then, now if I won, hold on
Episode
now. If
title.
I won a mitral in the
Are there 2 mitral
are there
medals?
2
Or
mitral medals? Why are you telling me?
4.
I can try to justify why there are going to be people that you might not have met in the
But,
real.
like, yeah, it's like, you know the way like you two were in like different like catchments for the qualifiers for the games. But,
But then when we got
The
up
final.
there, the finals.
yeah, but like in the way that there was like 2 similar ones that came together, there's probably that with other amounts of people.
Now, that
You
bullshit
know,
though.
we'll just like justify other people.
Well,
being in the relay.
I'll look away, but that's some bullshit.
Hey, Louise, you're being Louise. You gotta be in the fell. And
Well,
not
the fella right now is trying to seem smarter, so that's better.
You gotta not worry.
It doesn't make any sense.
This is that wisdom. High wisdom. This is the wisdom. You're playing the
I've
fell
been
now.
signed up
It
for
takes-
every event.
It takes all this wisdom to realize that's some bullshit.
But yeah, no, you see, just Percy then just, I just wanted to check back and just, tell you that I was, thank you all, of course, for everything you're doing, and congratulate you all for your accomplishments, both in the games and in your quest, and I wish you the best of luck in
Who is this person?
receive the oracle.
You weren't
Oh,
there.
You were with
He
us.
wasn't there. Who
You
says now
put
she
some
is?
respect on her name that I just recently remembered.
Uses never met her.
I have not met you.
Master Persephone, I've heard about you. You joined Gladius Astra after my prophecy. You didn't get.
Just after.
Well, your prophecy foresaw us. My prophecy foresaw abuse.
Or
So you
more,
think
so we're
about
still
it.
not sure.
He's the real prophet.
I would say he's got the best prophecies so far in this group.
It's not. It wouldn't be unfair to say he's.
Not that it's a competition.
Now, you say...
But if there was a game for it.
You give to the foresight, yes?
Pardon?
You have the foresight, yes?
I'm an oracle of prophecy.
Are you good at, say, maybe foreseeing the success of business ventures?
Yes, this
It's a
again.
good
The
question. It's a
bell
good question. It's a good
looks-
question.
We have some oxen.
We do. We have 6 of them.
I only.
Is now the time to sell or later?
Ayo,
We just any hint on the stocks in market would be...
Hi guys, it's me, your friend, one of the Oracle people. big horn.
It's true. It's very insulting.
The problem with Phil is this idea only occurred to us right now.
You're not going to embarrass me in front of all my oracle friends.
Well, wait, why don't you both tell us if now's a good time to sell?
No problem. Actually, that's a great idea. Why don't you foresee what you foresee, and I'll foresee what I foresee.
Yes, and then we
Yeah.
will see
We'll come
who
back
is
around
right,
to
and then
it.
we'll figure out who is the best.
My trances aren't done by demand. My prophecies only come to me when the fates
But would you
Sort of like
invest?
poems.
Would you invest in
I
our
understand
business
now.
if you had the opportunity?
Ah.
We're not looking for
Okay,
anyone
as
else
this
right
is
now.
happening,
No.
wine has appeared in the horn, and the fellows choked it and gone
the first thing we're using this
No, but he has to drink wine from it to go into deep sleep that can
No,
reveal
this is the future. This is the thing we're foretelling.
Wait, okay, hold on.
I guess I catch Nephel's head.
Hold on.
Listen, I think you can say this about this plan. I think we're getting in over our heads. No, it's the no. You are so right on this. I can't listen. I've been thinking too much about the cheese boards and not enough about the ox.
The charcuterie.
The charcuterie. Yes.
I would like an oxen vision, please.
You chug. Hold on. Okay, you chug. You just while Percy is trying to explain maybe prophecies can't be just used to fucking bet and gamble the stock market. You take this ancient dragon's horn, will the wine to be filled into it, and just chug this, and then collapse in a mercurial vase.
I catch his head.
Thank you.
The rest of you then, Versi is oh my god, what? The rest of you start panicking because Nefel is just fucking gone unconscious. Nefel, make me a luck check.
Oh god.
Is this
Is
the
it
proposition
D20?
I do lay on hands
What?
right now?
D20.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's his vision.
Yeah.
7.
You know what? Yeah.
He's probably just tired from all the running around.
Oh yes, from all the victory. Yes.
I would rather not get involved if he's trying to impress his friend. You know.
Let's just leave him. Just for
Nefel,
We know where he is. He knows what it is.
slip into a dark unconscious. You take this big gulp, and immediately eyes cloak black over you collapse.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you, Nefel, is just falling unconscious. Nefel, you are swimming in this ocean of darkness. Not a feeling unknown to you. This happens occasionally when you are in a trance of a dream.
When you're an oracle like me, you gotta go with the punches.
Yeah, when you're in this sort of induced state, you're usually looking out for not even looking out for something. Usually a vision will appear to you, and that is what you will guide yourself into.
This is my first time asking a question, I guess.
This time, this is one of the few times you've gone into this with intent and motive to find an answer, and that is why it is so confusing. That when looking for an answer to is the oxen market going to sell, all you find is a light opening in the darkness, and find through your own eyes you looking up from the base to the top of the Colossus of Pythor down the harbour with intent to climb through its insides, and that is all you get when you wake back up.
Is your eyes out of him?
Fuse is gonna just
Yeah.
gently jiggle his foot. Hello!
Is
Wait,
there-
yeah, no, so you are- so yeah,
I don't know.
So you that it is a short vision, and your eyes snap back open.
And for Sai still there?
Percy is still here. She's over you as well. She's worried because she just saw you absolutely eat shit.
I've just been blessed with a vision. Now, it's hard to exactly tell what this means, but I saw oxen, and it said, not the time to invest.
Make me an absolute deception check right now.
That one.
good to me. I think we rely on this advice.
Yes, I don't.
You
I
don't
think-
believe him. You do not believe him.
I'm not making an insight check.
Yeah, no, Hughes is gonna trust you no matter how bad you lie.
God.
I trust both of these dudes.
Both
so much.
Versi and Kira look terribly disappointed in you.
Hold on, I need to check if I am.
Oh God, no.
Okay, Atalanta's got an insight
You don't
check.
need to know.
There's no way you got in that one.
Oh, advantage
Insight
because
check.
friendship.
Advantage
Oh,
because
you
of
get
friendship.
advantage because of friendship.
Oh yeah, Atalanta's got a 17 insight check. She
Yeah.
knows you are full of shit.
Nafel gets up and says, "Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go climb a statue." He's going to go to the pythor statue to try and climb inside it. Was that what we were doing?
You're climbing a statue. I'll go with you.
You got the very
Gotta get out of here.
you got the very intense feeling that like there's a reason you have to climb this in your vision, a feeling that you do not currently have.
Well, I'm not busy.
Maybe you'll see her
I'm
both from the top.
not busy. I'm not busy. I'm gonna go climb it.
Maybe you'll see her both from the top.
Listen,
Let's get a pretty good view
I'm
of
very
the
embarrassed right now. My friends have lost respect for me because I'm a liar, and now I'm gonna go climb a statue. You can't stop
You
me.
just need to admit that you were a liar.
I'm saying this to the DM, not to you. Callie does not need to know.
Okay, McCalla knows she's lying.
Well,
She rolled very poorly.
I think if anyone's going to
she's
support,
lying.
I think if anyone's going to support Nafel in this time of lies, it's
This
going
time
to
of lies,
Callie.
it will be Callie.
Yeah. So Atalanta's gonna go up to Persephone.
Oh,
Okay.
fantastic!
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Fantastic.
Do it.
What were you thinking? Getting Nefel to have a vision about your goddamn stocks
You
markets.
cannot just talk to yourself.
You're not here!
And not here. Buse is here, and he's going to talk to Atlanta.
We have
Oh
passed
my
over
God.
the flabby.
Am I here for this, or are you
Oh
two
my
having a
God.
private?
No, you're here.
It was a great idea. I do not understand what your problem is.
It was a terrible idea. Could you not see that he was trying to impress Versi?
No.
Excuse me, but he was trying to impress Mercy, and he had a vision. He saw
Yeah,
the
vision she
future.
couldn't do, to be fair. That's pretty good.
He was.
He saw good things, only good things in our future. For not selling them.
When
No,
has that
first
ever
time.
mattered with whatever
Right now,
it is?
He was clearly
We're going to
embarrassed
get
and
statue.
clearly lying to the two of you.
You hated our business from the start. I do not want to hear.
I understand that you do not want to be part of our Oxen crew. Our Oxen Boys Club.
Your entourage.
Oh yeah.
Our entourage.
Oxentourage.
No, that was what we named our business. I forgot. Yes.
Centaur, Minotaur, Entour.
Entourage. Oh, entourage.
Well, I just think that
Taurus,
When our
oxen.
look turns
Oxen
for the good.
Entour.
Listen,
We
as
not have
lads,
any of the sweet.
no, maybe you have a point. We won't do it again.
yes, I
So
do
like the
think
two of
we
you
should-
just so the two of you
We're
just
gonna go
ran
for the
off.
statue.
Well, we're going to go climb the statue.
If you just like walked off, Kira and like I said, Kira and
They
Versi
don't
just look-
disappoint me. I'm out of here.
they looked like terribly disappointed after you lied about your prophecy.
terribly disappointed. This
You just like you forced a prophecy onto yourself and
Okay.
then lied po-faced about what it actually was. So like,
Well, maybe I was protecting them. They don't know what the prophecy was about. Maybe it was about what bitch is there. I'm kidding. I do not think that. I'm just being.
I'm going to go after the two of them.
yeah, so like as they like kind of run off, Versi is like, well, like to just kind of the rest of you, like, a pleasure as always. Best of luck.
It's good to see you.
I
It's good to
do want to apologise for our friend. He is exhausted from the games. As you can see, he's won most of the events, and he is not normally one who is prone to flamboyant and, quite frankly, useless prophecies, nor does he normally force prophecies. This is very out of character for him, which I would put down to some bad influences that are being taken care of.
I see. I will see you all tomorrow at the next round of the games.
Yes, there's more.
You've got
Bit of flesh
to
wound, just true.
No, we'll follow the
They
section.
didn't really did get to him.
Yeah, listen, between you and me, I think Layland rules.
Oh, I forgot we have to recruit them. Time to
We
start
are
this
supposed to be friends.
We are over here.
I was saying that to Opa privately, come on.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Do you mean I think this guy rules anyway?
So is it Opa then goes out to chase the other team?
Hope is going to go after
Opa,
these two.
okay.
Easily done.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, so like as you guys kind of leave, like the games have been finished kind of for the day, so the everyone, let's say, so you just kind of bolt off then down the mountain, with Opa in tow, down towards the harbour. So as you reach then down towards the harbour once again, you find it's a little quieter, with a lot of people having been gone up to the games, and as you make your way to the edge
Visit the
of
harbour master.
This is great. You don't need to climb.
I don't need to climb.
Although, now, listen.
Why are we climbing the statue again?
So, that prophecy I told about the oxen thing, I may have told a wee bit of a lie under some pressure about what I actually saw. So, I did not see anything about oxen. But I did see this guy, and we're at the statue now.
as you as you're kind of finishing off this, you kind of breach the long kind of stretch of the pier that leads to the base of the foot, showing towering above you now is the bronze colossus, recognizable as a young version of Pythor, the god of battle and current king of Astoria. The statue's head wreathed by a crown of leaves, and despite its relaxed stance, the serene gaze, the statue seems alert to anything that might threaten the city.
So what was
So,
your...
now listen, prophecies aren't usually very literal, so I'm probably not gonna get anything out of this. But in the prophecy I had, I was looking up at this and I felt like I had to climb. Was inside it the term you used? Inside it. Now, I don't know if there's a way inside this.
Is the mouth open or closed?
Are the legs open or closed?
As you reach the base of the entire foot is stationed it's kind of crossing over to the ends of two piers,
Oh, okay.
with each foot dozens of feet tall in and of itself. This thing climbing to a height of thousands. This thing is colossal in size. Its foot towering over you above its own as the scale just continues up.
Can I do a perception check for any holes?
Yep.
Or things that look like they could be levers or whatnot?
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
Wait, what do you think I'm thinking?
I turned everything upside down. What was that?
Oh, well, yeah.
Perception.
Of all the things I could have thought Nicole's prophecies would be,
Plus
that
7
never
plus
was.
8. So a 20.
A 20.
Dirty.
Dirty. You start kind of scouring around this foot. That's really all you can really get to spot kind of in and around this. And as you're kind of going, you're looking. It looks completely entirely cast. Like you're not even actually finding any joints. It looks like this thing was almost cast in one solid form. Definitely magic. Certainly. Filming it could have been. And as you're kind of scouring and finding, near the kind of the base of the heel, you do spot that there is lines in the bronze work
His Pythor's heel.
that do indicate that would indicate the form of a doorway, but there is no handle, lever, key.
Hold on.
I knock.
Hold on.
I knock.
You keep knocking on that, and then Opa just goes up and she's going to cast knock.
I knock.
Give me the specifics on knock.
This is pretty fucking
Let's
wild.
hope this isn't like some high level
But
boss in
also,
here.
actually, just while Opus casting that, Estelle, also just with your perception check, you're also like your mind is going 90 just on deciding what any of this means. But you're certain, like you remember that feeling of necessity, that feeling of urgency, that feeling that you need to get in there, you need to get to the top of this, you need to get to the head of this Colossus. And as you're and not only as you are searching this shape, you are also searching your soul. And try as you might, you do not have that feeling right now.
Okay. It feels like this is going to be a very time-specific need, but it is good to know this is here. And if we can get in, we're at as all hell. And if we can't, I'm going to ask pythor what the fuck is this.
So you asked about the knock spell, was it?
Yeah.
So choose an object that you can see within range. This is the object. The object can be a door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles, a padlock, or another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access.
Mm-hmm.
A target that is held shut by a mundane block or that is stuck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If the object has multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked. If you choose a target that is held shut by an arcane lock, that spell is suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time the target can be opened and shut normally. When you cast the spell, a loud knock, audible from as far away as 300 feet, 100 yards, emanates from the target object. It wasn't magical, my arms are just that strong.
We all just shake. Oh.
So if this is any kind of portal,
Arcane.
I'm getting in. This is where the boss has been siding this whole time.
This is where the
Sidon!
Sidon's family tree.
Oh god! Oh
So there's
crap!
a tree inside.
No, it's just Nifelle's boat is the entire head. There's nobody else.
This is where I left it.
If you knock on Pythor's heel, you clip straight through to the end screen.
Okay, now it would be incredibly funny if we all get in here and get killed immediately and they have fucking no idea! They'll never find us in
They
here!
knew we were going to the statue. Who knew? Everybody else.
How did they know?
Because we said we were going to the statue.
Oh, that's fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
That's, they don't have knock spell though, they'll never come in. And if they do come in, whoever killed us, I'm sure we killed
You just
it.
said, I have a statue to climb. Callie was like,
I got a statue.
Oh, you didn't specify which statue.
Phil,
You just said
okay.
There also weren't any signs around here saying not to knock on the heel.
Yeah, come on now. Came looks deep unimpressed. I'm so sorry, hon. I'm so sorry.
Those of you listening at home, Kev has very pensively been looking at the book for the last few minutes.
Karen,
Considering...
is what you planned for this evening?
This is all Versailles' fault. If she wasn't there,
Yeah.
Belle was trying to go straight to bed because he was so excited for the games in the morning. He wanted to go to sleep early to start early, and
Oh,
now here we
God.
are knocking on.
If we had
Heaven's
known
heel.
the special guest was going to be Versine, we would have kept the boy. No, we wouldn't. We're not that smart.
No. But the fella didn't even realize it was fucking the same. Oh my god. I was getting Versi and
So Kev, do I just
Valis
die?
mixed
Is
up.
that-
I
I
think
think
she was Valis as well, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I 100% thought it was just Valis. I was like, why are we excited to see Valis? She lives here.
I should say she's proud of something. She's proud of us. She's very to kill her.
Okay. Okay. I forgot you had knock.
It's a very good spell.
God damn it.
Let us in.
You prime your hand, and as this knock reverberates and resonates through the bronze, you see that you see the form of the doorway ahead of you open and shake slightly, not fully opening. It is one of several locks, but you can see. It opens just enough that you can actually get in and see the locking mechanism itself there. But on top of that, two small holes above to the right of the heel also pop open, and out rolls and lands with a very loud thud. On either side of you are two marbled golems that stand to a height.
Honestly, I was considering like, it's a me, a Mario.
They are marbled. They are lifelike. They are also in the form of a young pythor. And as they stand to their full height, side by side to the door, they stand perfectly motionless.
Okay.
Maybe we should ask Pythor about this.
I'm going to suggest that we back up
Step
now.
back.
Very
slowly.
I'm going to step back from them slowly, keeping
Keep eye contact.
eyes on them. We're not moving. We weren't trying to steal anything. We're also
I was kind of
friends with Pythor.
We're friends with Pythor.
We're mates with him. You can check with him.
He's actually like one of our friends' dads. We're like
While they move and animate, completely lifelike, their faces show no emotions as statues.
He gave me his tattoo. Quickly, guys, show him yours. It might be the key to
Simply
the
only standing sentry now, to each side of the door.
So you don't move towards us as we move backwards?
As you move backwards, no.
Okay, I don't think we should mess with this any further. But
Not on our own.
let's ask Pythor what's
Yes.
going on here. Because that's very
And maybe
interesting.
Vows, this is her city.
Yeah, maybe I should go with that. Oh my god, she'll be
first.
so impressed when I prophecy that I saw was actually not my. Oh my god, we have to go tell her immediately.
No, that's for city. Vows, we should ask Vows.
Oh.
It's her city.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, ask for tea as well, sure.
Well, we can see inside, can't we?
Not inside. Like it is.
That makes
Like
sense.
you notice that, like as it kind of popped a little bit, like it was a very thick inner door and inner wall.
This
So what I'm
might
saying
be
is that like it
dangerous.
cracked open enough that you could actually see the locking mechanism, or one of the many. Like you popped a single one, but like you couldn't see inside.
Would we be able to send Stella through one of those little holes that the golems came out of?
I'm not sure if that would be a very good idea, and she is already running off.
As Stella rolls up, do you want Stella to roll a stealth check for this, or like is Stella sneaking this?
Stella is gonna try and sneak
But that's even if
this.
she like gets.
I don't think it's gonna work, but she's gonna try.
You just need to cast my familiar.
Okay, we're fine. We're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
We're fine.
it's fine.
We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
This was a real abuse move, guys.
Hey, wait, can I get
In my
point
defense.
first for me rolling a nat 1 in the
I'm an
game?
idiot.
It's,
Hell yeah.
Wait, can you write poem verses about yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't inspire myself, but I can write poem verses about myself.
I mean, that's all.
you don't even need to fucking
Yeah,
think
exactly.
about it. It's a 22 for Stella.
Hell yeah. Sneaky weasel.
Fair.
I'll distract the golems with stories of my wins in the games.
Yeah. No.
Actually, 2 Pythors would probably love that.
Yeah. Stella weasels her way up the length and kind of skitters up the side of the hill, the back of the hill, and into one of these little things. As she goes in, it is dark in here, but like as you kind of look around, you notice that there is no other entry or exit ways in this. It looks like this was just a pod containing these two golems, with perhaps some form of magical inducer to react upon opening, but no entrances or exit. It looks like it was simply here to contain the golem.
Okay, she skitters back down, back out to us.
Is how it was when you accidentally find like a secret in a map and it's like, oh, I wasn't meant to find this yet.
Do we know roughly how thick the walls are?
You're again from what you're backing up now
Pretty
from the thing, but from when it popped and these golems fell out, you had a look in, and you can definitely tell the door is at least several inches thick, but you didn't even get to see spot the full breadth of that. And again, this foot is registering, like, this foot is at least about 50 foot long. Like, the foot is huge.
Okay.
Like, I need to emphasize the sheer scale of the Colossus.
Okay.
Because
It's colossal.
one foot is like 2 piers.
Glad you said that.
Or 2 docks wide.
Like, each foot is stepped, each foot is rooted on a dock,
Okay.
kind of pretty much like standing over a bay.
What pose is it in?
You know what?
I would
like
like to see a full
I'm
demonstration.
having a prophecy. I'm having a that's so Raven moment. I foresee we're gonna have to fight
Well,
all the
it's
Titans.
you to
We're all have to
stand
go
up
to get
and
into
do
the
it,
pythor
okay.
and
Oh.
move him like
I'm good with
a.
pythor.
Like in one of my favourite plays, Ghostbusters.
No, like one of my favorite plays, the Power Rangers.
Oh, sure. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
a lot of Johnny things. I was thinking with the
No, we're all gonna control
there's this
one
big
limb.
statue that they all get on and they.
Oh, I thought this was like Spy Kids 3.
That's
that
my
too.
favorite play. It's so 3D. There you go, mention.
Ghostbusters 2, actually. Oh, correction to myself.
She's so confident.
We're going straight to pythor. I'm sure we're going to find this
I'm
out.
watching. I'm walking backwards. Do the golems get back in the further away we get further away?
No, they are currently
They're
just
there.
they
Really?
just stand.
Okay.
You
Bell
know
like
what? Actually, I'd
slowly starts to take out his rope and it's like.
Should we cordon off the area and later we'll tie them up?
Okay, yeah, but actually,
Cal,
it's
I've got a
put
quick
like
question for you.
Yeah.
like a do not cross.
How fucked? Like, look at sizing these guys up.
How big are they?
How fucked would
How
we
big
be?
are they?
If you were to rate them on how much of a challenge they'd be.
Could
On a
be.
scale from like
New question.
1/8 of a first level character all the way up to maybe.
Like 0.
Give me an investigation check.
Can I ask a new question?
0
How
to-
far away are they from the edge of the water, and how heavy would they be to say knock in?
How heavy do these marble golems look?
I have a question
That's
for you. How
20.
good is your Indiana Jones loop?
That's a 20.
Let's
Cal?
look around.
20.
No, but I have
16 plus 4.
twice a day I can cast spell magic. There are 2 of them.
That's 20. It is. I think with the 20, like in however much like it is
Worried they're not good.
to like it would be kind of to describe it to size it up, and they are challenge rating 4 each.
What challenge rating are we?
3 of us together.
Whatever
3 level 5s.
level 5s. Yeah, it would be hard.
We could do it.
It'd be doable, but
What
it
if
would be
we?
very hard.
What if they're just like there to make sure no one like bad gets in? Well, we're not bad.
Yeah.
We're the good
I
guys.
guess we should see if we can get in without a fight first.
I think the first thing we do.
I think that the others might discourage us from going in. I would like to get in.
I would really like to get in. And I feel like we find a big
What
Easter
if
egg
we
and
just
then we're
don't
like,
tell them. We just go straight to Pythor.
I
I
don't
think
think it would
straight
be
to
wise to fight them. I'm just.
We could take them if we need to.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
we need to. If we
If they do pick a fight with us, you know,
I
I'm not
cast
trying
spell
to.
magic to see what it does.
Just a check.
As we walk away.
Just check.
It's an ego thing. I just need to know I'm stronger.
No, that's fair. I understand that.
No, you know what, let's go to
Like,
Pythor
screw size
first.
up other
If
people.
these are Pythor's golems, he'll be cool to tell them to like stand down. If they're
I
not,
don't have to get in legitimately.
Then, like-
There might be a key.
he probably has the key like in his butt or something.
It's Pythor. We've already lost it.
That's so true. It's probably on my boat somewhere.
We just need to get to the head though. Opa! Could you...
But I wonder if there's an entrance up there for like
Can we
if you
just skip all of this and just go straight to the head?
While you're still discussing this, Opa just like starts getting ready to flap up, and then like just with her talons grips you by your shoulders.
Oh,
Like,
this has
you-
never happened
left
before.
behind.
Very well.
You can only carry one of you at a time.
What if Ifel carries me? But then you'd have to carry Ifel carrying me.
Oh, you're so smart.
Well, look then, I...
And that's physics.
Callie, have the horn of Pamitria.
Oh,
I'm so
very sure. So you're carrying the fell up to the head.
Yes. I know how high this is. I know it's going to take us a long time. But...
Yeah, it's not like for you. It's not. It's nothing particularly major. Like this, you're strong. The fell's a live kind of guy. This isn't a heavyweight. You've flown. Let's be honest. You were young once. You flew up and just chilled on the head of the Colossal Pythor.
I just realized that I'm not giving him any warning of a to fly like 2,000 feet.
It's fine. How long is this gonna take? 2,000 feet.
You're a Pythor and you.
You fly and this. No big deal for Opa. Nefel, you are discussing with Callie just ways to maybe, I think we can take it, and suddenly you just feel a talon on your shoulders grip tight enough to grab you, and you are lifted and sprung and just continue flying up and up, seeing the horizon widen and widen and widen and widen, looking around, watching you scale, and you turn around and you can see over the summit of Mount Vulcan, of which you were in earlier, as you climb higher and higher, gaining a literal bird's eye view of Mitros, the bay, and the entire city, looking out into the further the further rushes of the Heartland. And as you finally look at the center point next to you, you are just climbing and climbing and climbing the colossal structure of this statue.
How long does it take them to get up?
About
can I just
a couple
say,
of minutes.
Okay.
You're so incredible. This is so cool. Wasn't expecting it, but this is pretty cool. Please don't drop me.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm flapping fairly vigorously.
Wait, flapping or flapping?
Flapping. I can hear him try to say something beneath me. I know if I stop to try and listen to him, I'm going to slow my flapping a little bit too much. So I'm just going to pretend that everything's okay down there and keep going.
So glad I'm cool with this. I'm gonna roll.
I'm gonna hope that he's cool with it and that he stops wiggling.
I'm gonna roll perception for my boat.
These golems with the horn, just like,
The fella roll that with disadvantage.
Jeez.
I have no inspirations left, I'm sorry. I spent them all on
10.
the
You are so high up, even the largest ships in the bay and any dotted out around the coast are simply unrecognizable. They are blurs in the great blue expanse.
Devil's gonna start singing his favorite Callie song to himself.
Eventually, you after at least a solid couple of minutes of actually flying up, you eventually find yourself staring face to face. Your entire body taking up, your entire body being the size of one of the pupils of the eye.
I had a dream like this once.
Looking dead in the eye. An absolutely gargantuan face of pythor. Young pythor.
Is there any holes?
Hit me with investigation.
You're on the wrong side. Look for holes.
Look for holes.
Wait,
With disadvantage.
Rude.
if the eyes
Both of us
are
are
people
just-
sized.
Whichever.
They're both checking.
Eyes, windows to the soul, and
that
to
is
the
a
body.
16.
and inside.
16?
Perhaps.
Do you want to roll? That's up it's just yourself.
Eyes, windows to the brain. That's what they all say.
Yeah.
it's in all the great literature.
Yeah, not good. So.
Phil, you're looking. You're up in there, and Opa is kind of give you a 3-dimensional kind of roundabout.
360 for Wopa.
360 no scope.
The drone shots for Wopa.
Literally. As you're getting a real good view of this statue, and again, much like down there, the size obviously is still. There's no getting over. This thing is absolutely huge. Like what you were investigating the foot, you spot as well. There's also no seams up here. It is all one solid form. with very detailed and intricately detailed curls of hair from when he had it trimmed very short, and the detail, and like for being thousands of feet in the air, the golden leaves and the laurel on his head are also very heavily detailed.
Is real gold?
No, it's all cast bronze.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to.
But so as you're looking around, as you're looking around, you obviously check like the obvious ones. The mouth entirely sealed
Nostrils.
in a small. The nostrils indented slightly to give the illusion of holes, but completely
Ears,
filled in.
pupils.
Ears, same again, but a little bit deeper to the point where, like, if you want, you could stand in the ear holes. But again, completely filled in. And as you look then through the eyes, the one thing that does, with a 16, the one thing that does mark your attention is that the eyes do seem to... You're looking at it, the sun kind of glints, the eyes do look to glint slightly. There's no opening or hole, but they are not of a bronze material.
Opa? Will you bring us closer to the eye? I wanna do it. Do it a kick. Real quick.
I'm gonna fly us a little bit closer.
Good. Flail my legs towards it. I'm gonna do a physical check first, which is kick it with my foot.
Don't swing too much down there.
So high pressure. It's chill. I'm like,
If she drops you, you're just fine.
yeah, but like it's chill. We're cool.
I don't have
Callie will catch you.
Do you have
You'll see a pin drop, and this is like.
What would I need feather for?
Callie will see a splatter.
I could call.
Maybe you
Fine
land in the
dust.
ocean? Soften your fall?
I don't think that's how the ocean works.
Maybe you'll land on like a half, like a sail that's like on its side, and it's like a big.
It'll bounce back.
Yeah, you land in a trash bag.
I have enough time to like really aim myself on the way down.
As you kick it, like, so you see kind of a glint in the starlight. You find it's kind of see a glint in the starlight, and then you go to kick it. What you find actually, instead of, like, you think, is this a glass mirror in the eye? As you kick it, your foot doesn't connect with the actual texture that you're expecting, but instead on a simple invisible force covering the eye itself.
There's the magic of what here. Let's see what I can do. Can I go, yoo-hoo, let's just say it.
Where's Stella?
Oh, she's down.
Stella's down with you.
I have just.
I mean, you need to know what's up if Open needs to communicate to Stella, then Stella can communicate to you.
Stella, don't forget to let her know. I have just spelled magic if I need it.
Now, see,
That's
we
a
definitely
point.
do. Hey, so Opa, I don't think I can do anything, but I think Callie has the spell magic, which might work.
Which?
If you
Spell
dispel
magic.
magic on the eye, because I don't have anything that can work on this.
So you want me to let you down?
Yeah, but like, preferably don't just drop me, please.
Okay, cool. We're going to, like, I'm not gonna drop him,
Put him in the ear.
but we are kind of just gonna like dive.
Just like it's
Like one of those
almost
roller coasters.
you have done this sort of death drop as a siren.
This is a thing that like I did with my nephew and my nephew's kids.
Yeah, but your nephew's part bird, right?
Yeah, but when they were still fledglings before they could fly.
Yeah. It feels like you've just been dropped from 1,000 feet.
I've just been looking up at the dot and then somebody starts getting near.
Yeah, it's just faster and faster and faster. Like eventually, yeah, like you know exactly what you're doing though, like, and especially accounting for the weight, and it felt like you know when to kind of like spread out, like kind of hit the wind and kind of flip it and.
Nafel is like clung to your side. That was both terrifying and also invigorating.
Makes you feel alive, doesn't
It's
it?
a new experience. This is why I became alive in the first place. My choice.
And we're going to very tenderly ride back down on the ground.
Tag team, Callie, you're up.
I'm okay. Come forward.
Okay, go. Cast a spell magic on the eyeball. It's
On
not
the
what
eyeball?
it seems.
Sure.
To start
Telling the rest of your party where you're going, what the fuck you're doing.
we're just hanging around the villa eating grapes like bozos.
Do I have anything to let them know what we're doing? You guys go on up there. Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out.
It's grand.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
shoot a message to I'll shoot it to Atalanta.
How are you doing that?
Message cantrip. I
Yeah,
can
it's
swap
fine.
out my
Is
cantrips.
that's only got a range of 120 feet.
It's only got
It's
120
only got a range of 120 feet.
Okay, then.
That's no, you're
Never
way
mind.
too far.
It
back.
needs sending. It's like a fourth level poison.
Yeah, can I look around and see who looks small and like they would respect me?
There's no one out.
Fuck.
There's no like this is they like
No one respects you here.
like you're like far out from the
Never
actual
see
docks
anymore.
themselves. Like the statue isn't in like a crowded area.
Let me see.
Backer talons.
Oh, I didn't get judgments.
Alright, so
should
you
you
wouldn't
look
fit
for
on my
to
back.
That's fair.
Back it is.
Okay, and this is a lot easier, so.
Yeah. You reach it up to the like it still takes a few minutes because it's a long L flight up.
Here's what I'm gonna do. While they're flying up, I have guiding bolt, right?
Uh-huh.
It's a range of 120 feet, but my sniper thing, it's a range of 240 feet. I'm gonna cast guiding bolt up in the air, not towards these guys, just up this way, so that they'll
Like
hopefully
like a
one of
flare.
our team will see it and recognize, hey, that looks like Nefel's, like a flare. That looks like Nefel's guiding bolt.
Okay, can I do a perception check to see if I happen to be looking outside?
Happen to be looking at
No,
the sky.
what you are rolling, what you guys are going to roll is a luck check.
Well, I'm
No,
sorry.
one of you roll a luck check, and it's going to have to be 18 and above
Ah, boo!
to look out and see.
Laser!
It's not that big.
Is it a straight to 20?
Just to look out and see, just on a clear day, just this
Yeah, it's an
laser.
It's an 8.
No. No.
We're probably just inside chat.
You
We think they're doing
cast
flowers?
you
That's nice.
cast instead your spell slot for guiding bolt.
Yeah, that's fair.
You guys are just like Pythor brought you back to the villa. It's kind of chill, like you're kind
Well,
of
I
coming down
definitely
from the day.
Atalanta sharpening her swords.
So after Neville cast his flare guiding bolt, you guys reach the eye of Pythor. Again, Callie, the scale, height, and size is astounding.
Oh, this is very high.
You're not afraid of heights, are you?
Yes, when you're up at the eye level.
I think I'm okay.
Look down.
Well, don't look down. It still
Good
tends to see
idea.
you out.
Right. I'm gonna look for the fellow's boat.
Hell yeah.
With disadvantage. Oh, that's actually not bad.
Come on.
Oh, right. Straight rolls perception 7.
No,
I
such
appreciate
boat.
gesture.
Yeah, there was a 19.
Oh, really good.
Alright. What am I doing again? You said the eyeball. Cast it on the eyeball. I cast a spell magic on the eyeball.
Give me the specific on dispel magic.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
You cast dispel magic on the eyeball,
Uh-huh.
and this is where we're going to take our break.
I'm so sorry.
Let go of the start.
This was not meant to happen.
So we pick back up with Opa carrying Kaliandra on her back, was it? Kali snuggled in between Opa's flapping wings, keeping you, I'm just gonna put a firm number on this, 1,000 feet in the air. Looking into the large, roughly 5 foot tall eye of the Colossal Pythor, which you had just realized had a magical barrier in front of it. Kali just casting Dispel Magic, it being the simple first level spell, Protective Barrier, immediately dispels the magic barrier in front of the
Yeah,
eye.
it would have been a higher than
It's probably outside and in there then, because it would have been higher than
What you are now looking at is a tinted glass plane covering the entire run of the eye.
And can we see inside? Or is
What?
it tinted in such a way that we can't see?
Tinted in such a way that you can't see.
I mean, it's glass though, we could break it. I could break it.
I don't think it would be well to do to vandalize the eye.
That's a good point, yeah.
At least not without maybe Pythor's go
I
ahead.
cast a mage hand and knock.
You cast Mage Hand and knock on the eye. A glass, like a dull resonation of glass ringing through, dissipating in the windswept air about you. There is no response. There, like you simply knock and nothing happens.
Okay. Do you have any other ideas?
No. Other than breaking it.
Try sliding it. See if it's
I mean,
already
yeah, we
open.
could just try open it.
Does it look like it's openable?
I'll even say with Nefel's like previous investigation, and I'll just make the assumption that he had communicated that to you. There is no joint. There doesn't look to be a joint of an opening. It looks like it is a completely sealed over glass pane.
Okay.
Nefel?
So, my spell Clairvoyance,
Mm-hmm.
it's got a range of up to a mile.
Mm-hmm.
We're only 1,000 feet away.
So, I can create an invisible sensor within range in a location familiar to you, aka a place you visit or seen before, or an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you, such as behind a door, around a corner, or in a group of trees. Could I cast Clairvoyance behind the eye?
Wait, roll that back. What was it?
Clairvoyance, it's a range of a mile. You create an invisible sensor within range in a location familiar to you, aka a place you've visited or seen before, or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you, such as behind a door, around a corner, or in a grove of trees. The sensor remains in place for duration, which is up to 10 minutes.
It's in the range of a mile. We're only 1,000 feet away, which.
It can't be attacked or otherwise interacted with. Yeah, so just like literally just enough. When you cast a spell, you choose seeing or hearing. I would like a seeing, please. You can use the chosen spell through the sensor as if it were in the space. You can basically, as in my action, I can switch between seeing and hearing. A creature that can see the sensor, such a creature. Okay, so it's invisible unless a creature has can see invisibility or true sight.
And with that protective barrier or whatever else dispelled,
Yeah.
Let me see.
why is he looking at the back of the book, Cap? Why are you looking at the back of the book, Cap?
You're trying to, hype tension. It's really getting there.
So now you do need a focus of
Oh,
at least 100 GP.
oh yeah. I wait until they come back down.
they're still up there.
Unless they want to break in. Which I highly encourage, they can't hear me. But did I know that to come down
I
there?
don't think there's only one Colossus left. There was two once upon a time, and that other one collapsed quite dramatically.
You don't think there's anything in that one, do you?
There's one.
You don't think there was anything in that one, do you?
Okay. Opa would like to cast her mind back to an event that she witnessed in her past.
Would you like me to tell it, or would you?
I would like you to tell her.
Opa casts her mind back to some 200 years ago, in a Mitros both very similar and very different. A Mitros known still to be very peaceful, ruled only by Valis. Acastus wasn't even a thought in a mind yet.
Oh God.
It was a time of sheer peace. The other peace was still inactive, and to many people it would go as long as their lifetime, so it was not a consideration. And Mitros prospered as such. But on this day, in particular 200 years ago, Mitros did not know peace. In fact, Mitros knew torment and destruction as a kraken besieged its docks. A mighty and a kraken of absolute magnitude that the armed forces of Mitros could not itself hold it back, and so a divine right that was installed at the beginnings of Mitros post the First War were initiated, and the two colossi of Mitros were activated and animated to wade into the sea and the bay and fight back the Kraken in a battle that is told of now as a legend, now disbelieved by those who simply were not there because the scale is truly too large to comprehend, as these two titans of bronze in the Bay of Mitros wrestled and fought a kraken of similar size. A fight that lasted for days and caused widespread back damage to most of the city through debris and impact. A battle that ultimately left with the kraken's destruction damaged the second colossus, that of Mitros herself, so badly that when the battle was done, the two colossi regained their posts and their forms. At the moment the colossus of Mitros regained her posture, her entire form collapsed where it stood into debris and rubble. For the record, and Opa, you would remember this, is that the debris is left there. The debris is still there to this day, as almost as a mark of pride and to show the historical impact, and I mean also just because a lot of the places are simply too big to take it down. But you remember that an excavation was done to take anything, to retrieve anything of value, any magical artifacts, the actual cores and the magic implements that caused the Colossus to animate in a way, were all removed. So the debris has been gone through. There is nothing of value in that Colossus.
Alan doesn't know any of that.
Nope.
I'm going to spin you this tale as I fly us down at a normal pace. I'm not going to dive on me.
You got a story though, right?
No, it was quite real. At the time, I had been visiting with my sister. This was around the time that my nephew was born.
200 years ago.
Yep.
Right.
No, I was the youngest of my siblings.
Right. And are your older siblings still around?
No, it's just me and my nephew and his 2 children.
Right. He's 200.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, we baba.
He's a good young man.
He's just a baby. So both of them did a thing. You started walking about, wait, and the feeling I weren't bad.
You weren't
Go
mad.
Power Rangers.
Well, maybe there was something in that other one as well then. Is there a steering mechanism in here?
I wouldn't know anything about steering mechanisms. That sort of workings of that arcane was so much older than even I.
Oh, we should ask Pythor about this.
We could definitely inquire of them. It'd be worth doing. I would definitely. Yeah, now thinking on it, it was probably would have been the wiser step to go to them first rather than
What we got
stand
in?
here. But
We could have gone in and done us all in one.
that's true. They're quite tired. We didn't want to bother them.
Yeah. They're so exhausted.
Wouldn't want to be a bother. Do anything too brash, you know.
Of course.
Fal's been doing all of the games.
Are they close enough in range for you to talk
I
to
think
them yet?
I think by this point, like you will kind of swept down and landed softly.
Did you just get in?
No,
No.
the barrier's gone though.
Oh, could you see inside?
No, it's tinted.
But I just had a silly little idea. I forgot I have clairvoyance, but I think I would need to borrow your
Yeah, of course. And,
your expensive
What
bobber.
the gas doesn't there?
The what? The gas is in there.
Oh
Oh, what's that? Another raunchy sex scene? Well, if you say
You're not gonna believe me.
Pythor gets his.
Oh,
Yeah, so I would like to cast clairvoyance behind the eyeball,
You
please.
cast clairvoyance. With the aid of Opa, you send a sensor up. You send an invisible eye seeing, yes?
Yes.
You send an invisible eye up, shoot up the length of this. Visually, you get that strange feeling where you're watching something move so fast in a direction you were just moving, but your body is staying still, almost inducing motion sickness.
No, I'm a sailor.
Shooting up, and reaching its precipice at the eye that you were just hovering over. The magical barrier now dispelled. The eye ducks through the glass. You find yourself in a spherical room.
It's a spherical room.
You find yourself, it's a spherical room. Behind you, where you just sent the sensor in, is one of 2 large circular glass windows overlooking the ocean to the south. Heavy silk curtains line the rest of the chamber. And dotted around the room are 3 lifelike statues. In the corner lays a hammock that is still swaying gently. And in the center is a strange white orb swinging gently on a bronze train in the middle of the room. But what catches your eye first, before anything else, is a woman in a silver helmet investigating the window that you were just at.
Can you describe this woman to me?
No.
A silver helmet, but like, what race are we dealing with?
Does it have a plume?
It is hard to tell. The helmet is covering most of her face. You could definitely tell it is a woman, but she is large and muscular. You are seeing through, like she is very decadently dressed in very kind of comfortable clothes, and you can see from whatever parts are exposed, very kind of a rugged and dark skin.
Is her mouth moving at all? Can I see?
As you don't see her mouth moving much. You can see like she's alone.
I'll switch to hearing just for a sec, just to see if she's saying anything. Or like,
As you switch to hearing. As you switch to hearing, the sight blacks out. You hear the swaying rope of the hammock, which was obviously swiftly left. You hear the rattling chain of the silver ball swaying throughout the room, and you hear the pat of the woman's feet.
okay.
And all you hear in the darkness I'll have to do something about those pesky heroes.
Ooh. Oh, sure, it's just gonna be a fuck that again.
I repeat this to them. I would like to switch to seeing again and just do like another once over of this whole room and this lady.
You see.
Can I do like an investigation check?
Hit me with an investigation check.
You describe her to us.
She's got a silver helmet that's covering most of her. She looks dark skinned. She's fucking massive.
Does that sound familiar?
Hell yeah. But like in a hot way.
I'm gonna get
15.
15.
Wait, investigation. Hold on, I might have extra too. No, actually, sorry, I have less to investigation. 11.
With 11, nothing more than nothing more than like kind of the obvious there. You see her kind of like mostly just investigating the window a bit more, and then after a while, after a minute or so, leaving out the door behind her. And then, as I mentioned, the rest of the room is mostly these silken curtains.
Do I recognize the statues at all?
You don't recognize them, but they are. But you see that they are lifelike statues of a dwarf, an elf, and a gnome.
I just had the image where she's like in the hammock and she just sees Opa carry him like outside the window and go down and bring over. So
Who then knocks on the fucking window.
No wonder she'll have to do something about the fucking pesky hero.
Dwarf, an elf, and a
Ding
gnome.
dong ditching her house.
She's fucking napping in her hammock. Fuck off.
we think she's a villain. She's just like frustrated that we woke her up.
She's like the lighthouse keeper.
I'm on the night shift, don't they know?
These pesky heroes.
I'm gonna do something about them. Dear Pythor,
Keep them away from my fucking window.
I will raise this issue again with HR.
I felt like it's finishes spell. The captain's like, yeah, let's go to Pythor right
I
away.
think that would be a wise decision.
You'll be doing our way out of here.
I'm still watching this Colossus, the statue, the gold.
Statues, all like the entire time you've been upping and downing, they have stood completely
I mean,
motionless.
like, the further we get away. Even whether it's just out of sight. No.
Popping around your head around the corners, but I see if they went back.
Yeah.
We're gonna move with all haste.
Yeah, we're actually gonna
Yes.
hurry now.
Just pretty generally after Nefel fucking chugged his wine, had his nap, and then just left in all haste after the games, and Kira took Versi back to wherever she is staying. Is there anything specifically the rest of you kind of wanted to do, or will you decide to go straight back to the villa?
It's hard to be like a chill dude and not pretend like I don't know whatever the fuck that was. But yeah, actually, when we were hauling us back to the Villa, I'm gonna go to the temple, and I'm just gonna go do, like, help clean up, do whatever chores that I guess usually acolytes would do after the games. I feel like because it's a city thing and we kind of work for the city-ish, that we gotta do a bunch of shit. And also, while I'm fucking around with cleaning products, I want to try and erase the part of my vandalism where I say I quit. I will keep the rude
If for a good
vandalism
time.
for a good time called Gladius Astra. I'm gonna keep that. I'm just gonna like erase the part about quitting.
Jerry,
Just cover it with
Yeah.
water.
roll me a luck check.
Oh no!
It's been day. It's
You
been
know,
a
a lot
whole
of people do it in my room anyway. Hey guys, come on. Okay.
I'll say you're looking for 7 or above.
That's not so bad.
Ah.
Oh, jeez.
3.
Oh, beans.
13 and 20 chance.
Just everybody walks in like,
Well,
Oh,
There's
God.
already like a group of people in there, and you're like, whoop.
they're all shaking their head, going, I should have known.
well.
Look who comes crawling back.
I should have used the gemstone dice. Prepared to line my ass off. Okay.
That's the real Scouts code. Not me prepared always to lie.
There
or
was a
else.
lot going on.
You walk with intent through the main hall.
And a bucket of bleach.
And a bucket of bleach. You walk with intent through the main hall. That does not, like, you're not stopped there. There's a couple of people kind of coming in and out. You're noticing like even a couple of people, like, definitely like athletes in the games with like sprains and muscles, and muscle dislocations.
Can I like walk by and just like do like a lay on hands on like one and be like, hey, there you go.
Yeah. And, like, you know, he just kind of like you just pull the muscles for like one, and he's fine. But as you walk then with intent straight into the common room of Kira, you find yourself face to face with the head priestess of the Kira sect, Cleo.
Her name is Cleo. Cleo.
Yeah, hey, just here to clean up and things. It should be no problem. So we'll return the big horn and the zither and the other things.
Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, like my friends figured it would be fine. I'll get those things. I'll make sure to get it returned.
Because I believe you handed in your notice.
No.
Oh well, why don't you come with me?
Okay.
She then kind of like brings you. No, she is an elven woman, like middle aged, like old enough to have been kind of studying in the bardic arts for quite a while. Usually a very jovial, usually a very kind woman. Definitely, you are feeling a tense vibe of her right now. You haven't dealt with her a whole lot in your time here. She's definitely been the sort of person that like you would have
She's
had.
like my boss's boss.
Yeah, kind of. She brings you then down to your room and just opens it, and there is the graffiti
And none of my stuff.
and none of your stuff.
No.
Everything taken. It's like,
Wait,
you know,
is this still
robbery,
your
but-
mattress?
we'd heard somebody say that you'd cleared your things out, so we went to see if the room was ready for reuse. And I think it seems it pretty definitively is, Marjorie.
I close the door behind us and like, I'm just gonna like, listen, okay, I have to say, it was one of my friends who came and took all my things. I had no such intention. I was not going to do it. I thought it was, Listen, I just made perhaps a bit of an impulsive call after the sky thing. I really don't want to quit. You can use the room for other things, I don't mind. I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to, hang on. Oh god. I'm gonna... No, wait, never mind.
Make a just flat charisma check.
Not you. Oh, come on. 12. Look, even if this, I understand perhaps I don't have a lot of standing right now, but check this out, and I'm going to cast Zone of Truth on myself in the ground and be like, listen, I'm very prepared to do the right thing right now. I'm very sorry. It was listen, I came here. I was going to do a little bit of chores, but really, I was going to go and fix it. It's only been there for like I think 12 hours. I really didn't think about it. Maybe went a bit far ahead. I'm really very sorry.
I'm just surprised. You've always been very. I mean, you've always been a loose cannon, but you've always been very dedicated to the temple and Kira's teachings. And I'm going to be honest, when I found out that you were championing her and accompanying her throughout your travels, there was part of me that wasn't even surprised. So I'm not upset. And no, I'm not disappointed. I'm not pulling back. I'm surprised. I think that's it. Like I know you've been aloof, particularly since the change. And knowing that you were undertaking a great adventure, I didn't expect you back a whole lot. I know you've got important things to do. It just came as a surprise when we came in to see if your room had been vacated, to find an official declaration that you were leaving the temple.
It was me and my fucking mouth again. Listen, it was not. I don't even know what I see. I'm just fuck. Okay, I forget. I'm in the zone of truth.
honest.
I forget. It's just fucking. You know what one of my friends said to me earlier before this? She said that my aggression was my best quality, and when we were in the necropolis at Telemach, they were like, they looked to me anytime they had some shit that they needed to ruin. You know the necropolis, the architecture is beautiful, but it has to be cavernous as well as a good structure. It's and I was talking about it for ages, and nobody gave a shit. No, like they all like. I feel like shit. They don't know about any of this. I'm only useful for the things I can destroy, apparently. And you know, I've spent so much time making things that are beautiful, and it feels awful. And personally, I don't think anybody in this fucking gaff likes me one bit.
Jerry, we are in your zone of truth. So you know full well that I like you. And she goes in and just kind of gives you just a big hug.
He's openly sobbing.
I know things have been difficult for you. That's why I've accommodated you and everything since the incident. I just need you to take care. And I know. And I fully believe that your comrades do think the world of you. And maybe that in time they will open up to your autistic endeavours. I've been around enough warriors to know that it takes a while for them to start to notice the Gothic architecture of some of the uptills on the floors.
You didn't even notice the buttresses.
I know, and that's the curse. That's the curse of an artist. Some people just don't have the eye for it.
Yeah, I don't think I do anymore, to be quite honest. At least I'll take a pay cut if that's required. I just would really like to not have quit.
Jerry, you're a paladin of Kira. Quite literally championing her throughout the world. I don't think you can quit.
This doesn't. This sounds kind of fucked up, but like, I can't lie right now. It is kind of fucked up, but if that's leading to what I want, I'll fucking roll with it. It's fine.
What I'm saying is, it seems like regardless if your emotions overcame you and you made a flash decision to leave the temple, you are dedicated to this faith in your own way.
Oh yeah, for sure. So much.
Maybe
Way
not-
more than when I first got here, have to say.
Maybe not.
At least, I don't know if you, I very definitely lied on my application.
We figured that out pretty quick.
What, really?
Jerry, we share a building with some of the most vested scholars in Mitros.
Yeah, I skipped a lot of those lectures.
Of course you did. Most of our sect does. It doesn't mean that still means we run paperwork. I don't like reading legal documents. That's why I get Maya to do half of my work for me. This has always been how this place worked.
Please, I tell you that what you meant at the Valis thing, they don't know how to pop bottles. And honestly, the first time I made the Valis joke, they gave me a slap, and I don't think that was deserved.
It wasn't deserved, but it happens more often than you'd think.
It's because it's very funny, and they need to get with it at some point. I'm gonna step out of the zone, because I realize what I'm doing. Yeah.
She kind of see you, like you're trying to prim yourself. I was like, Marjorie, your request for leave has been denied.
Thanks.
And while the creativity is flowing, clean this mess up.
Yes, that priestess, no problem. Thanks.
You see, she kind of smirks a little.
Wait, please also don't tell anyone.
Don't drink it.
Oh, thank fuck. Anyway, okay. Am I allowed to smoke in here?
Are you asking me, Kev, or are you asking her?
I'm asking you, Kev.
Oh, there's definitely rules against it.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until she's like her back is turned just so, but like you could definitely hear that.
As you're just gonna close, like I'm assuming like you move into the room and close the door behind you. She
we're still in the room, I imagine.
Like she that's what like you stepped out of the zone of truth. Like by that point, like when she got pretty much she opened the door to let herself out, so she's leaving.
Oh fuck. Okay, may I make one more luck check to root around in my room for spare ketamine?
Oh my god.
Yes, and 15 or above.
Come on, baby.
25% chance you just got spare cat going.
Yeah. 19!
Yes, and it is still pretty clean.
Hell yeah.
That's
pick up the mattress.
There's a little
dildo harness. Ooh, ketamine.
No, like this is like again, most of the obviously all like the stuff under the bed, Buse had left. The ketamine you keep is probably in a little wall nook.
There's one little shrine that's to all of the 5, and you open it up and it's a hollowed out ketamine storage. It's the one religious artifact I have and it holds cat.
So you sit in your room and just get absolutely
while
blitzed.
cleaning and huffing bleach.
Oh my god.
I'll spend the rest of the night fucking doing other chores and shit, and then I'll haul ass back to the villa at bedtime.
At bedtime? Oh, we're together before that.
Yeah, so actually, while all that time then, in that time, the gang huff it back up. So when you guys get back, the rest of you, again, unless there's anything else anybody else wants to do.
No, Atalanta's she's just sharpening her axe back in the villa and she's gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Put on her PJs.
Yeah, so the rest of you then, the rest of you find, maybe a couple of a couple of hours after leaving them at at Mount Vulcan, Because again, like, Matros is a big city. It took a while to get from the mountain down to the docks, and it takes another while to get from the docks back up to the palace. So, like, we're talking hours. Like, it's getting late into the evening. You make your way back, and the three of you arrive back, finding Atalanta, Persephone, and Juno in the villa.
There's a scary woman who's living in young Pythor's head.
My prophecy was true.
There are
Sorry.
many scary women living in all of our heads, friend.
There are two massive golem at the door to my throat heel.
I'm sorry, I have to confess my sins. I did lie to you guys about the stocks and
Where's
prophecy.
He's
Oh.
gone out for.
What are you talking about?
Ah, shit,
So that stocks and prophecy was actually more like a climb a statue prophecy. So that's what we've been.
I sold all of my oxen
I said
based
do
off of
not.
a prophecy.
That was not what I said.
I got you.
Well, I'm sorry, Annie, for lying. I get very weird around other articles, and I'm sorry.
So, could we possibly go back to the part where there is someone living in someone's head?
Young Pythor's head. There's a
Young
scary woman in there.
You know the way they're the Colossi? Well, the Colossus.
What is
That's
that now?
Establish first, have you all been drinking?
No,
Oh.
I am
Well, actually, I didn't
sober.
have that wine, but that was
I had some
wine.
orange juice with cherry, but that was it.
I haven't drank anything in a while. It's
Okay.
fine.
So,
Okay, so
Are you drinking on fly?
I pulled the curtains back in the window and I pointed to the Colossus. That statue head right there. In that statue head is a big lady with a big silver helmet on, and she couldn't see us. I used clairvoyance to see inside. And basically she said something along the lines of having to get rid of us pesky heroes. Now, we had knocked on the window.
so
I knocked on it a few times.
Knocked on the window.
you decided to go to a colossal statue
Uh-huh.
Yes.
and
The
then
colossal statue.
knock on its door.
Well, we didn't
We-
know anyone
We had
was
to
in
find
there.
the door first. I did knock on that door as well.
There was a door in the ankle, and then when that it only opened the first one, but there was more doors behind that, and then the two golems came out, so we were like, let's move up on that door.
So
And then-
you fought Gollum.
No,
We
No,
didn't fight
they
them,
were
we
really
just dropped and we assumed that
We
if
backed
we
away.
continued on the path of trying to force open the door at the ankle, that they would probably attack us.
So
And
you
I think
gave up and came.
Well, we were
No,
we
we
were like
actually
10
decided
steps
to see
into
if there
that.
was any other way in, so we flew up to the head.
You flew up to the head.
I carried the bell.
We took like 3 trips all in all, or like
So-
2 trips.
What for? You came back.
Oh yeah. The first
So
trip up.
you went to a colossal statue,
Yeah.
decided to knock on
The
the door at
colossal
the
statue.
bottom.
Yeah.
When the guards came out, you decided instead of leaving as was appropriate, you would fly to the head
Yes.
Uh-huh.
To the eye specifically.
3 times.
Twice.
Okay, God
Well,
forbid. Twice.
The first
Knocked
time.
on
Wasn't it? See, there was
this woman's door
Well, there was a
after
spell.
knocking.
It's a window.
There
We
was
didn't-
actually a
It's,
spell
I
on
heard.
eye.
so we couldn't see in the window.
Oh, so you broke past her
Later when you're
security system
Yeah.
to knock on her
Sure.
door, and
Her
when
window.
that didn't work, you decided to spy on a creature inside
No.
a statue.
Well, we-
Now,
Ghost
just
is in
for
there.
context, Nefel had a vision of us having to get inside
Get
of
inside.
Pythor's body and climb up it.
If Hale's vision says
Inside
that you have to go in there. Inside.
Inside.
Inside of
I
Pythor.
think it would make a great. Do you have any children? You sound like you have lots of children.
I will say the way you're saying it is making me realise that this is definitely a bad idea.
I don't know.
And,
Perhaps
yeah.
scolding.
The
judgment.
she said it made it seem like it was bad.
The disapproving
No,
idea.
this is a
so-
great idea.
We-
Oh,
She's
I'm
just
gonna
know
throw,
all the
like,
details.
With
That
the
must be
nearest
it then.
cup
Yes.
at Stephanie's head.
Right, so well,
Can
I don't know where.
establish-
I don't know why jury isn't here, but we should go ask Pythor. What's that all about?
Yes, we very much need to ask Pythor and maybe Valis and maybe Versi.
Do we know who this woman was?
No.
No.
Okay. Well,
You don't recognize the description, do you? Do any of us recognize the description?
Does anybody know a
There's no
good
rule
woman?
on it.
I don't know a big woman with big shiny helmet.
I mean, give it a history check.
I'll just try.
That's a 14.
Nah, it's not gonna be me.
really want
That's a
something.
9 for
You're
history.
almost that higher.
There were old people, I know this.
18?
18.
That's
Did you fill a roll?
Don't worry about
No.
it.
No, like, she doesn't sound in any way familiar.
There was 3 other statues in the room, and they looked like.
Oh, don't
A
forget.
gnome,
And
there was an
an orb,
elf and a dwarf.
and there, was the orb like chained to the ground or something?
Chained to the roof, hanging
Chained to the
from a
hanging
chain.
orb.
Like a glowing
Hanging
It's
orb.
representative of Pythor's brain cell.
And hammock.
What's
An
the sounds,
orb.
right?
Don't be silly.
I think it was only one hammock.
How many hammocks were there?
One
The
hammock.
mines.
One hammock.
Which she had got out of to come look out the window at us.
So she's no roommates.
At least not in the head. I don't know how.
Oh, the police under the rest of the money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now.
Opa tells me that the other Colossus,
No, Vulcan
because there were
said
2
he just
Colossi. Yeah, they move.
That was it.
So
That was a
maybe
whole
it's
different
like-
thing. Yeah.
Like our favourite
Power Rangers.
stages,
TNC.
Power Rangers, Spy Kids 3, and Ghostbusters 2.
I'm not familiar with these cultural
Landmark.
Touchstones.
landmarks, I guess.
Well, basically, someone inside the big statue controls the
Controls
statue.
it. Yes, we think this.
Have we considered simply not going back to bother her?
But the prophecy.
The prophecy.
we're going to have to
Prophetic dream says that we.
Well,
But what about the prophecy of us killing in these games, eh?
That we were supposed to
I actually
do
haven't had one of them.
that. We haven't had one then.
But no, I do think.
You already killed it.
I will say, I do think we
I've
should.
not been a part of anybody's prophecy.
I will say, on my
The horse in his dreams. What are you talking about?
Well,
I do agree. I do agree that games does come before whatever the fuck this is. Games are like top tier, and then whatever. this
perhaps
lady
we should regroup, and after the games tomorrow, we can catch Pythor in a good mood.
That's
Rather
fair.
than waking him up now when he is half
It's not late at
asleep.
night. I'll say that. Like, it's not nighttime. It's like just kind of evening.
That's true. He is also an old man, and they just nap.
Whoa.
That's
Right
full-
now. Right now, we should follow him.
Actually,
Focus.
here's my concern.
I thought they're the
Here's
same
my
age.
concern.
I'm concerned about
Yeah, but
his
somehow
old
one is
still
there.
in there.
Is
Here's my
father.
concern.
When is the daddy?
I'm concerned that she knows that we know she's in
She
there.
knows that we know she's in.
Or
she
that
doesn't know
no, we don't just
she,
know.
she doesn't know that we
we
know.
know.
She knows.
But she knows that we were trying to get in.
All I know is I don't know.
She knows that we were
But
trying to get in, and
those
she
two
said
golem were still at the door.
she mentioned about like doing something about us. So maybe the
yeah.
quicker we could get to the bottom of this, the more likely we are to survive whatever she does to get to the bottom of us.
I think we should.
Right. Well then, let's.
We don't have to
find-
go deal with it right now, but I think we should.
No,
at
I
least
think we should
know.
go deal with it right
Let's
now.
go
right
find
now.
Pythor or Gallus and
Or all of them.
put your mind at ease
That would
for
be great.
tomorrow.
That would be really great. Onward! Send a message to the jury if you can.
Is the temple 120 feet away? I really doubt it.
No.
I'm gonna
Not
grab a random.
Another 120.
It's
Like
119.
nearby. But like, there's, you know, there's,
Excellent. If anyone's asking, I'm going to the temple.
Oh yes, Yuri said he was going to the temple.
Well, let's pop by.
I'll
and
grab
take
a random servant.
I guess yeah, just
Random
drive in terms of all the
servant.
palace. The temple's like across the fucking road, so.
Oh, we'll go across
Random
the road.
servant, go across the road and get jury for me.
Should I make that con save now? I did. I can't
I
read
sure
it.
hope
Yeah.
he's not drunk.
Why would he be drunk?
Why would he be drunk?
Why is it a church?
Surely not intoxication.
A temple.
He would
Natty
never.
20, baby.
Hey!
I'm having a great time.
You're high as balls, but like, you're cognizant.
Where were these rolls earlier?
Yeah, like somebody kind of goes and fetches, like, hey, listen, your buddies want you.
Yeah, fucking send them in. Yeah, what are you
No,
doing?
they want you in the palace.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Just got here.
Yeah, no, apparently something urgent. Something
Alright,
charity.
wait, hang on. How senior am I? Like, as in rank wise to this kid? Have I been here longer than he is?
Definitely longer than he is, but like,
Yeah, I fucking toss him the
You're-
bucket. Fucking finish
you're
that
kind
shit.
of like, I think you're kind of outside of the standing order of this establishment now.
No. Okay. Well then, in a better way, I was like, hey, you fucking make with the bleach, huh? Fuck.
Fine, sure.
Yeah. Anyway.
Like,
You
like
should join the pirate
any
crew.
investigation shows that he like as soon as you walk off, he just walks off.
I'm not looking. Fucking hardly even closing the door. While hey guys, what's good? Anyway, fucking great show at the games earlier. Fucking incredible.
Oh, he's high as a kite.
Stop.
And you just like
So-
give him the rundown.
Oh yeah.
Big lady statue, big statue.
There's
Yeah.
a-
I'm like
young
sitting on the
person.
ground, just like at the curb, just being like, you did what?
There's a woman.
No, I heard you, but fuck.
In young Pythor's head.
Okay, yeah, we
We
gotta
won't
leave
deal
this
with Pythor's head.
You can't give me this shit right before the game.
And now we knock on the door to Pythor. Pythor!
Yeah, so you run Jury through the entire scenario once again. Jury takes it because he's fucking high as shit. Then you head on over to the Fives villa.
I hope they still are.
Pythor was doing, he was having pints all through the night. There's no way he's asleep at the night of the game.
There's no way he's sober either.
Is he?
That's fine.
Knock on in and yeah, so you knock on in and it is Valos who opens the door.
That is
Great!
We have so much.
I thaumaturge my eyes so they're glowing.
It's great that you guys are here. We actually were just about to send for you.
Oh!
Everything okay?
You hear sobbing in behind the door. There's been an urgent, pressing matter, something that we should have gotten you guys to look into throughout the time, but there were so many other things. Come in. As she opens the door,
Right now, right into an orphanage.
you find you see Kira just sitting on the stage, just sobbing madly.
Where is Pythor?
Pythor sitting behind. Pythor and Vulcan are still there.
I thought we had killed him when we're going into this.
Pythor and Vulcan are sitting.
I run up on her and sit on the ground next to her.
Yeah, there.
And put my hand
Not so
down.
good now that I'm seeing it.
It's not maybe it's not your fault.
Kira as soon as you kind of sit down.
I'm sure it's fine. What happened?
She's just inconsolable. See Val's not only minutes ago. In one of the main park of the Agora. Very suddenly, a statue appeared of Versi with a green snake painted on it.
She's the statue.
We don't believe it to be a statue. We believe somebody has kidnapped the Oracle. The Lady of Coin kidnapped the Oracle, has petrified her, and has placed her in the central gardens of the Agora.
Well, we do know where she may be, if that's of any use.
The statue or
They know that she's been petrified.
No, we're talking about the Lady of Coin, are we not?
You know where the Lady of
Do
Coin
you
is?
know where the Lady of Coin is?
Well, actually, it would make sense if Lady Coin was making people in statues, was in a big statue.
And she had 3 statues of different races.
I don't know about that actually.
In a big
I
statue.
feel like she might be in the row. This might be a
should
different
slow
lady.
down.
Also, this lady didn't have.
She had statues.
We'll deal with one lady at a time, please.
She threatened us, and then suddenly our oracle.
Well, she didn't know she was
There's no
pregnant.
witnesses of anyone being turned into stone. It would make sense if she, in a window from high above, was able to cast spells from up there to turn people into stone.
Maybe we should explain
Yeah.
to our friends here.
First question, Pythor?
There's a giant lady living inside your young head.
Get her out, father!
Not you, younger you.
Your statue. Your statue. There is someone
Colossus
inside the Colossus.
That's impossible. That
No.
Colossus is magically sealed.
Yes,
Oh.
it is magically
What's
sealed.
that?
Apparently
was.
not particularly strong.
It was only a level 1 barrier up there. Come on now.
I broke it wide open.
No, but I mean, we never garnered much protection from the roof, but from the base, heck, there's no way.
Oh, I broke that wide open.
Well, no, we only
now-
broke
now, I
Just
would
cracked
just remind you that while protecting the feet is all well and good, there is a not insignificant
Okay.
portion of the population.
You see Val's hold. Okay. Among several other things. Why were you trying to get into the Colossus?
Phil like hangs his head and goes, so you remember that awesome prophecy I said I had?
Yeah, it was great.
Which wasn't.
So I lied.
You feel that's fucked up.
I'm sorry.
Kira's still just mad.
Oh fuck.
So can we talk?
So listen, no, I'm sorry. I had a prophecy where I was going to climb up inside of the pythor statue.
Inside you.
So me and Callie and Opa were like, let's
Let's go do it right now.
Let's just go see if there's anything going on there. And we couldn't get in through the base because some golems came out and there was more locks. And Opa remembered she could fly, so we flew on up. We got rid of a barrier spell. We didn't want to break the window to get into Dries, but I cast clairvoyancy behind, and I saw a big lady with like
Just a strong lady
with a helmet on, so I couldn't really see her face. And she was in a hammock, and there was like 3 statues of 3 different races. And she said, "Oh, I should do something about those pesky heroes," because we had knocked on the window, and we couldn't see her through the window, but she could definitely see.
Oh, she could definitely see us.
Okay, and just knowing that you activated the fail safe at the first. So the marble golems was it's going to vex me how they got into the Colossus.
Is there like
Are they meant to be there?
The golems.
No, people inside.
in the head.
Great.
I
The
just
golems are meant to be there.
The golems are safeguards.
Are the statues meant to
So
be
she got
there?
past your golems.
And she didn't even have wings.
Apparently so.
Oh, she
That
gets there.
is
Do you have like a
what
key or
vexes
something that you're meant to be holding? Or
Is there like a-
It's passcoded. It's a divine. It's a.
And what's the
magical
password
lock.
now?
Is it 1, 2, 3, 4?
Because when have you last updated it?
Is it hello and pythor let me in?
We update it from time to time, where we keep on top of
It's
that.
like a couple centuries.
Decades.
Okay.
It's been I don't know if you've noticed. It's been a busy couple of years for us recently.
Sure,
Wait,
but
which
it's
one are we
obviously the
thinking
best
right
time to
now?
reset your passwords then.
Something that's big sass right here.
The
God, you think we
current-
weren't heroes
The
alive?
current password is Adonis.
Is what?
Adonis.
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 You
You
chose-
think that's not a word?
Adonis.
You
chose
chose
the word
now, hold
Adonis
on.
for
For
your
your
Colossus.
Hang on.
Many people
Easy.
describe you as.
Yes.
From a professional perspective, you used the word Adonis as the password for your very sexy statue.
You gotta have some numbers in there.
It's
Adonis
still-
69.
It's still
Versus lowercase
you're
two.
telling me that the foot is closed, correct?
The foot is still closed.
Then
Yeah.
the foot. Then there's no way they use the password to get in because that would be open.
Okay.
Would you
So
say
now-
your
We're only
eyes
on one
are
side.
weak,
She
no?
went
The eyes were weak, very weak. Only level 1 barrier.
I
up
did
there.
the spell though.
What about the
Yes.
other parts?
But if they got in, like, what was it? Your
Was there a
protection
strong-
on the eyes.
Yeah, what was the protection on the eyes?
Simple magical force field, mostly just.
Maybe they just have
Let's
teleport.
go now. Sorry.
Maybe-
Mostly just to
okay,
protect, mostly just to
nostrils?
protect against
Birds.
birds. Yeah.
Well, the
and
birds are flying right in that window now.
Could they
Nah,
have gotten
jeez.
in?
Well, apparently I've got other problems
Oh,
going on in
well.
that Colossus.
So we could go in. We could.
Could they have gotten into the bot?
Okay. No, there's no. There's no.
There's no.
Vulcan's like, no, that thing is a master feat of engineering. There is. We will look through the plans when we get the chance to turn.
Oh
to
no,
videos.
you forgot this big air vent that goes right through the
Nice.
double.
I think what they're trying to say is that how this woman got in is of little importance.
What matters is what you
That
fucking
she's
do
in
is
there,
there.
and she's wreaking havoc, and it's a fucking wonder that thing hasn't come to life and started smashing the fucking city apart. And God's like,
Oh.
no, the rod has been kept.
Rod.
Rod, where's the
The
rod?
rod.
Looks like a rod.
There is a
We need to get to this rod immediately.
The Colossus
Where is
serves
he?
both a purpose of sentinel and guardian. In times of dire crisis, it is possible for it to come alive and protect the city when needs be. There is a physical key system that keeps that in check. That is currently in a caster's possession.
Oh, for fuck.
Jesus
I understand.
Christ.
I
Your
understand.
human boyfriend?
I
God.
understand that he
It's
is
not like
only
just
my
do
favorite
all this
person
in the
right
air.
now, but he is the protector of this city, and while I do not trust a lot of his motives,
Understandable.
I still trust him to protect.
Okay, let's leave aside our
course.
personal feelings on Cassis. We need to get to that rod, and we need to ensure that it's the actual thing.
Yeah.
That it's still within collectively our possession.
Yeah.
Of course.
Wait, one thing.
I'll send someone to. It's best to not cause a panic that was all of you marching into the throne room.
Consider panic caused.
Cause hysteria. I think best that you not all run into the throne room demanding to see the rod, the key that activates.
Yeah, we better not run in and and see the King's Rod. Yeah, you're right.
I will find out.
I nearly just showed anybody
that. But again, knowing the fact that this is currently not rampaging our city, I think I'd hope that it is safe to assume that it is not in their possession.
What if we get up and fly up there and paint the glass black so she can't see it anymore?
I think that
would
give away
still
a great plan.
That would still.
What if we just take
and then we
deal
stand
with the fact that
outside.
there
What
is
if you
a
tie
known
the
criminal, a known crime lord inhabiting one of our most historical sites.
Yeah, but if we all stand outside.
Wait. So we're accepting, yes, the Lady of Coin is inhabiting the big statue. Is that what you're saying?
It kind of seems like it.
It can't be fucking Luthieria Asylum, because then they would have fucking done shit when we did the thing with the stars. So it's got to be someone with an outside interest.
It would
like the Lady
only
of
make
Coin.
sense that the Lady of Coin has sent us a message in capturing Versi. That is her calling card. Considering this is the most active, considering your activities earlier today, it's only what makes sense. Considering there are statues in that room,
Lifelike in a failed state.
Yeah,
given lifelike, I think it is a safe assumption that we can make correlation there.
Okay.
And even if they are not the crime lord who has been ravaging my city for years now, they are still somebody who is taking residence in the head of the Colossus, and that has been unbeknownst to us this entire time. That is not something I can abide.
Let's go type Idonis in and walk up there and beat her up. That's what I'm saying. Come on now. But wear sunglasses.
What if we
maybe some guards on the statue watching it for comers and goers? No,
the golem should have done that.
You send Tarkan down, he'll know what to do.
I mean, on the outside, if she's a crime lord controlling the slums of the Stygian Road, the Colossus is pretty fucking far from that.
We should try soon.
Protective measures will obviously come in some way, and we will have to discuss that later. I think time is now of the essence.
I agree.
Though she has obviously sent a warning, and I do not know what her plan is. At the very least, if she's, I need to get in there and figure out what is happening. Get into that statue and rout out anything that shouldn't be there.
Cool.
So should I bring both of my axes?
Bring all your
Yes.
As many as you can carry.
Oh, Stephanie, you still got
Oh,
sunglasses.
is there enough time for me to have a long rest?
I gave
I
you the
used
jerk.
I did.
And shares them every day.
I would prefer not to leave this.
You're right, because she'll probably run away, but god damn it.
We are a bit expended, but that's fine.
So remember that time you cast
still
guiding
got
balls
mine.
for no reason?
Yeah, no, I do.
Yeah.
I do. I think I spelled
No inspirations.
and I used clairvoyant as well,
I
which
think
is
it's
one of
quick
my
nap.
level trees.
Yeah, cool.
Be okay.
If I take a quick nap,
But we have all those potions.
like an hour.
Well, I mean,
Take a short time to prepare yourselves for the for this. This is a large excavation.
I mean, you said she was in her hammock. She's probably tired and wants to go to sleep. I say we wait till morning.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
We have to get this done now so we can play the game tomorrow. Come on now, keep with it.
I mean, stopping a crime lord and then winning the games the next day.
Well,
the
I
day's
mean,
work.
post guards outside the statue. She'll wait till morning, surely, or the
You
day
wait till
after,
morning.
after the games.
Stephanie.
What bigger a victory than in your downtime, Giuseppe? Build your legend.
It's not even dark yet. Come on now.
I mean, think about it, what it would do for your business.
Or we could always ask Layland.
Oh wait, Stephanie, I'm getting a prophecy right now. Oh.
No, we'll just get Layland.
I foresee that if we do this now, it'll be really good for the oxen market.
Okay.
convince you. What the fuck is wrong?
My guy got stabbed real bad the other day.
Yeah, that was like yesterday.
We'll go stab the woman who decided to send someone to stab you.
Well, so won't be alone.
It's revenge.
His shiny bronze medals. Like, will she give me a bronze medal?
No.
No.
There's a shiny orb in
Focus,
there.
people. It's about focus.
There's a shiny orb in there.
Oh, there is a big shiny orb.
Big shiny orb.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in that orb.
I
I'm
would
gonna
imagine
real.
there is a
The
reward
orb
for her
is
capture.
not to be touched.
Oh, what is the orb?
Why?
The orb is part of the activation mechanism.
Oh,
Probably
God
shouldn't
damn.
activate the
Should
whole
we make sure to not hit it when we're fighting her?
No, it's very it is sturdy. As I
Don't
said, it is.
use the rod on it.
Giuseppe?
So I shouldn't cast Shatter
I'll make a
right
deal with you right
inside
now.
Pythor's head.
That'll be a good deal.
Oh, is it
You
magical?
see Volker's like the beginning. It's like I built the head to be pretty durable. I think a shatter might. I think a shatter would still withstand the durability. I think it's fine.
No.
So it's okay to like shoot off lasers in there.
I'll invest 100 gold pieces in your business venture.
What? That's like a couple oxen.
How many oxen would that be worth again?
15 GP an oxen, so pretty good. Maybe get our boy an assistant.
6 2/3.
Oh
See,
my god.
we're
I don't want to see that last oxen.
We're already doubling
It's just
our
like
investments. Listen.
Okay, you won't regret. Partner with us?
Oh no, partner. This is a gift.
You said
Is
it.
it gift?
Actually, this is a reward, rather.
Yeah, no, it has to be payment. We get taxed on it if it's a gift.
And even better, you partner up. No tax, we don't give her that shit.
Partner and partner.
She partner, she invests, she quits. Oh, perfect.
We need somebody to share the liability.
I'll go make sure the rod is still secure. Take a short time to prepare yourselves, but strike as quickly as you can.
The fella's gonna go stand somewhere where he can look at the statue and make sure no one comes out of the door. No, go like a little closer, but like not actually approach it.
By himself. He's gonna go out by
No,
himself.
he's not gonna actually go
After
anywhere
he's
near.
been threatened.
No, he's gonna go and like from a house like where he can see the door but not actually be anywhere
Does the
close
fella
to
want
it.
to
Like that's okay. Just to say, like she's only giving you like a half an hour. It'll take like at least that long to get down to the docks.
Oh, I'll
like,
wait then, it's fine.
yeah, like the docks are not like the docks are still like you're up in the palace. The
I don't
docks are
want a massage
distance.
while we wait.
He's already taking a nap.
So like that's the thing. So with that, then you're basically going to get a short rest. And with there, I believe we are going to end our session.
Thank you very much for listening, if indeed you still are. I hope you have a really wonderful day, week, whatever. I love you very much. And, fucking sing us out, y'all.
If you like making love at midnight,
Oh,
tunes of the king.
What about us? What about everything we
In a bar called